Hello, guys. It's Archie Luxury. How are you guys going today there? What's going on? You know what, guys? I think I'm burning out, guys. I think I'm burning out. I think I'm burning out. That's what's happened. I think I am burning out of this thing here. I gotta travel. Guys, I've heard rumors that Jonathan is going to be starting his own YouTube channel. Yep, Timmy, that's how it goes, my friend. That is how it goes. You trained up the cast and they desert you. That's exactly what happens. Frozen Yukoner, thank you, Frozen. $2. Monday afternoon with the Pontiff Dryer Fund. Thank you, Frozen Yukoner. I appreciate it. Marcelo, what's going on, my friend?
I already
No
have
more.
I already have a YouTube channel. I will never desert you.
What's going on to happen? Tell me what happened.
What?
Jonathan apparently starting his own channel. Tim's a bit shitted off, I hear.
No, yeah, he did start a channel, but I think it's more as a joke because he just put one video and he doesn't do nothing there. He just put a video. Look, we don't know what's going on with Jonathan, but what I do know that there is some negotiations to maybe make you guys together or something, make a kind of a peace between you two.
Who's that?
You and Jonathan.
Oh yeah, I love Jonathan.
So
I love Jonathan. Bring him on. I love Jonathan.
Yeah,
I never had a problem. I never had a problem with Jonathan. I don't understand what happened with Jonathan. I love Jonathan.
No, it was a little bit a misunderstanding hit with I think with Bear, also because of Bear pass regarding how we say Yugoslavia, you know. So a little bit tense there.
Green room, how are you, my green room?
Yeah, hey guys, how are you two going? I'm back for more.
Tell you what, I'm actually feeling a bit burnt out. I got an idea. I want to pitch something.
By the way, talking about YouTube,
yeah,
you should watch the video that I did for Tim, and I want to do for you something similar. But I need material. Give me stuff.
Okay, I want to talk to you. Malik Diamond, $5. Archie, great show with old Thorpe and Timmy. Thank you. Now, I wanted to ask you something, Green Room.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you were interested in a small paid gig.
Well, you know, Archie, financially, I'm very comfortable where I am.
Okay.
So,
You can do an invoice, can't you? If I asked you for an invoice, you could give me an invoice, can't you?
well, yes, but I mean, but you'd have to be. I mean, I can't because I'm running an ABN that's specifically for cleaning, mopping,
Yeah,
gardening,
that's okay. That's okay.
custodian work. So,
That's okay. That's
I can't.
okay. That's okay. That's okay. You can put it down as consultancy.
Uh, where's this going, Archie?
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I want to take some time off. Oh shit, what happened there? That's my LG monitor just flicked screen. LG, calm down. I love you, okay? It gets very personal, this LG monitor, okay?
Archie,
You
I'm
need
afraid
to
you're
be
going to get
sensitive with the
electrocuted.
monitor.
Okay.
Archie, don't say
Now,
bad things about the monitor. Be sensitive with him.
yeah, a very sensitive monitor. Now, what I'd like to say is I was hoping to pay you an hourly rate to do a bit of broadcasting when I'm not here. How does
I don't know, Archie. I don't think it's a good idea to get financially involved with friends.
we're not friends? We've never
Ooh,
been friends.
ooh, shit.
I'm saying to you because what I want to do is I want to have somebody who can cover me and earns a little bit of money. This is where I went long with Pigsley. He wasn't earning anything and he had to find alternative sources. So what I'm saying to you is I want to take
Archie, the situation there would be different, the same.
but what I want to do is green room. I want to have somebody who can be a stand-in. What did you get there? Give us a look. What is that?
Well, I got to be honest. You know, these arrived half an hour ago, and I couldn't resist the urge to.
Yeah, bring them on. Bring them on. You know what? These expensive fragrance. I like William Money. Just very quickly, Malik Diamond, Archie, great show
chat.
with Old
All
Thorpe
right.
and Timmy. Thank you. Malik Diamond, thank you for your support. I've been a bit down. Just a bit down yesterday. I'll just get
Look,
the super chat. Bright blue comment, $5. Archie, as a longtime viewer, I'm seriously disappointed that you would mock disability. It's heinous and I said I was sorry and I apologized. Okay, I have been just pushed into a corner constantly, pushed. I've I've just constantly had negativity, people just constantly saying negative things towards me, and when I say something to them, that they pull out the victim card. And
look. The problem is, I'm going to say honestly,
yeah,
the way it is, especially with the other group, because I was there. I
sure.
used to be, how we say in
Yeah.
theory, the Archie haters, because
Yes.
how we say, I was the brainwashed. So here is
Yes.
the thing: when you are in that group, and especially when you had a birthday, or you want to, because you're
Yeah.
starting to realize that you're not a bad guy, and you want to.
Sure.
You want to contact you, and this is the problem with a lot of people there.
Sure.
So there is a very
Sure.
smart way
Sure.
to scare them to come to your group. Very smart.
I don't
way.
want to scare anyone. If they don't want to come,
No.
they don't have to.
No. Let me explain. They have a very smart way how to scare to come to you. Basically, the way that they say is like this: you can go to Archie, but be careful, because he will snitch on you. So be always careful. Don't reveal everything. Always be conscious. Now, if you think like this, so then you think, you know what? Maybe it's better not be involved at all. This is the way they scared people away to even try to come to you, to that even wanted to be involved with you, and they are scared because of the reverse psychology.
Okay. Yep. I got to be honest with you. They want to play they want to pull the victim card out. So I'm going to move past that. Let's just move past that. Maldives, $9. Arch, pull up Paul O'Grady, UK-based actor. Who does he look like? Who the hell? I never heard of this guy. You heard of this guy before?
No. But Archie, after the accident of yesterday, I think I might franchise the toilet here.
Yeah, I think you got to be a bit more careful, man. That was a disaster. I mean,
That was a
seriously,
disaster. It was
you
a
know,
disaster.
that's
I'm sorry.
just
That
between
was-
you and me. That's not really cool. You know that? I mean,
No, it's not. It's
I
not.
feel sorry for your your partner there. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, Paul O'Grady. I never heard of this great Paul O'Grady. Let's bring him up. Who does he look like? I don't know who he looks like. He's an English comedian. Who
Is
does
a
he
real
look like?
person or is a person
Paul
that died?
O'Grady. I've never heard of him before. Have you heard of Paul O'Grady?
No.
English comedian. Maybe a bit more details.
It's what he looks like. I don't know. He looks a bit like that. That the guy from CNN. I don't think he looks like anybody. Who sorry, no idea. No idea. No idea. What else have we got there? DC and LV $2. Monday Fun Day is already talking about you, Arch. No worries. That's cool. I don't really care. I set them up.
It was a good advertisement.
Well, that's
It was a
exactly
good
it.
advertisement.
That's exactly it. Look, if you want to have a competition, that's okay. Doesn't matter. I got to tell you guys, it's these are always hard. It's always hard. It's always hard, guys. It's always difficult. You got to try your best. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. What can I say? It is what it is, They always want to dig up the shit. You know what? It doesn't matter. That they were nobodies before they came to my stream. Andrew, $2. Birdman pimping Mrs. Show, same level of commitment. Yeah. Wow. Anyhow. Look, tell me this. Okay, Green Room. We'll look at some other deals later on. Maybe not the best day today to discuss it.
Okay.
I was looking at taking a break for a while, but that's okay.
Well, I I'm sure there's plenty of other people that would love to host a show.
Yeah.
The problem with hosting the show, just need to be careful, basically, of I understand that who is actually taking out to host the show, because it become more. He already got burned several times.
Several times.
Now, apparently, Sirocco's telling me that I've missed a super chat. See, this is why you don't want me hosting. I don't know who from who though.
Super chat, Sirocco. Yankee Doodle, $2. I want my wrench back. Let's give him his wrench back. Does he want his wrench back? Show can't get any worse than it has been going. Let's get the wrench back. What do you reckon?
But wrench means they allow the people to boot other people, right?
Look, we can easily reset that every day. It's not a problem. That doesn't really matter. I don't mind. It's okay. We can do that. We'll give him who else wants a wrench? I'm just in a. Let's have a look here. Who we got? I'll just get a wrench. Who wanted the wrench? What's his name? Yankee Doodle. Okay, we'll give him a wrench. There we go. Yankee's got his wrench. Please super chat. I'm feeling a bit down today. Just things have just gone. I don't know. I don't seem to be that happy. I don't know. This is the
because
thing.
Of the London trip thing, Archie?
Just everything is difficult,
Archie, it's because the London thing?
Yeah, it's just I've been doing a lot of streaming so long. it kind of wears you down a bit.
I mean, 7 days a week.
7 days a week, 3 to
7
4
days a
hours.
week, yeah,
Just,
yeah.
it's
Maybe you'd like to stream for less. Maybe that might help.
mm,
Perhaps less is more. Yeah, maybe it'd be more manageable if you did 2 hours. I don't know.
yeah.
No,
I'm not
sometimes
sure.
some days are longer, sometimes days are shorter. It's almost like going 7 days a week to the pub.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Red
I
Shovel
know.
Super Chat.
Red Shovel Super Chat. Let's have a look here. I think you need to super chat a bit more than £1.80 to get a wrench. I will take a spanner, please. The current price is 50 US.
Yeah, let's make a minimum price for a range.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
doesn't,
And I think what I might do. Good morning, Anthony Napolitano, $2. Good morning, Arch. I got to tell you, Green Room, I'm really happy you came on today.
Thanks, Archie.
What fragrance did you get there? Tell me what you got.
Well, you got 2 Super Chats. Or another. I've just
Okay.
discovered
Archie,
that you can look at...
drop the link, whoever want to come, let's say,
Yeah, I'll drop
or
the link
something.
there. I'll drop the link. Sirocco sales $5. Lots of monkeys want wrenches. Thank you.
Yeah, also need to be
Thank
careful
you.
with it. I think wrench can block somebody to drop in, to come in, right?
No, I don't think it does, but
I've got some
I
people
got to
in the
tell you
chat.
now that video from yesterday, I've actually edited that out so I can actually release that again.
Wonderful! I told you.
Yeah, so people were asking me, "Where's the video gone? Where's the video gone?" We've got Sirocco. Hello, Sirocco. How are you?
Morning, Arch.
People were asking me, "Where's the video gone? Where's the video gone?"
Where is yesterday's stream on?
Oh, sorry. You got to turn that background noise off, Sirocco. Background noise. Where's the video gone? Where's the video?
So I have.
Hello.
Thought I had.
The video test small editing. That's all. It's coming on.
I got to tell you guys, just having a quick sticky beak here. What happened was we had a bit of a problem yesterday, okay?
Small problem.
Yeah, a rather inconvenient small problem.
It's almost not even worth mentioning, but we will.
Is this something to do with someone sitting on a toilet?
Yes. It's always dangerous. You know, Sirocco, when you're playing with petrol and you're smoking cigars, there can always be bad things that happen there.
Yeah, bad things.
You have missed a couple of super chats.
I have missed a couple super chats. Here we go.
I think one is Bright Blue Comet, and one I think Absolute Bore.
Mm.
Okay. Sirocco sales, lots of monkey want wrenches. Where's Bear? Where's Bear gone?
Yeah, Bear. I have a problem with the camera somehow. But Bear is here.
Anthony Napolitano, $2. AC3, ignore the others and just do you. Thank you. I think that's it. There we go. Where's he gone?
No, he's going to. I think he went out and tried to reboot himself.
Red Shovel. I'll take a spanner, please. They're, as I said, a bit more than £1.80. I got to tell you, Sirocco, I'm starting
You're
to
a bit down, Arch. You need lunch.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I'm not in Brisbane.
No. Zhao Wei, $3 from your favorite disappeared Chinese lady. We got Bear. Hello, Bear. How are you?
How are you guys? How are you?
Hey, Bear.
Just at the airport waiting for the flight.
Bear, I miss you. I can't do the
miss you
show
too.
without you anymore, Bear. I'm losing my mojo. I don't know what's wrong, Bear.
What happened, Paul?
I'm just not having fun anymore, Bear. You know that?
I was talking with Tanzil a little earlier, and we are both of the opinion that you are feeding a couple of really insignificant channels.
Yes.
Let's be frank and honest.
Yeah.
We're talking about minuscule channels that fully depend on reactions from you. So
Yeah.
maybe it's time to end mentioning certain people.
Yeah.
And feeding them and giving them the opportunity to capitalize on it, because
Yes.
they're very sneaky. They're
They are.
basically taking advantage of the moments of someone's weakness, moments of situations where we say things in anger rather than
Yes.
profound thinking.
Yes.
And they utilize that and use that for financial gain.
Yes.
We're talking completely unimportant, insignificant channels with about 1,000 subscribers who frankly would not even exist without you. Even now, they wouldn't exist without you. But by you making small mistakes occasionally, you get into a situation that you give them ammunition and they just go after it. So then you are the evil guy and they're poor victims, you know. Even unfortunately, it seems that JJ has learned the victim game. Sorry. And using that for financial gain, which truly disappoints me. I'll be very honest with you. So my advice as a friend, drop it. No more talking. Definitely stream against them. That's not what you shouldn't be doing. Stream hard, stream long.
Sure.
But don't mention it. Don't feed the beast.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bear, you saw what I said before.
I agree.
You saw before what I said, how they reverse, how they psychology play with people that was thinking about coming to Archie, and the way that they scare them. This is also very, very true about a lot of people that want to come to Archie because he look a nice person and they want to believe, but they play in reverse engineer, like, hey, always be conscious he will betray you one day. And this is not cool at all.
Agreed. So what are you guys talking about? What was the topic before I jumped in?
We had another disaster too
with me
yesterday. You know, when you put a camera in a toilet there, Bear, sometimes people don't realize who are in the apartment that it's a studio as well as a toilet.
Oh my goodness! So is that why you had to take the stream down?
Yeah. But he ended it. He did edit it. He did edit it. It's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
I have edited it. Okay, I better get back onto these. Ooh, Pepsi. Ooh. Anthony Napolitano, $2. It's $100 for a spanner, and that lasts a week. Can I have a spanner for a week?
Spanner? What is
that?
That?
Can I issue a few spanners? We're trying to get a few. Bit of an upbeat mood today, Bear.
What's a spanner?
You know, the wrench.
No. We already agreed on that. Wrenches are not so for sale, and they're not accolades. They're duty. They're for work, not for recognition. Anyone that wants
the other gossip is, you know, on Tim's show, that German dude, apparently he's starting his own channel.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
But that's going nowhere. Let's be honest. The dude is so boring. He's like that fish in a bowl, you know, Klaus. If you ever watched that cartoon, with the fish with a German accent, the guy is.
But Bear, I think he did it as a joke because he just put one video there and that's it. He just left it. So
just wait till he gets 1,000 subs. We'll see how much of a joke it is then.
Yeah. They all do as a joke, eh? Everybody does as a joke until they give opportunity to make money.
Yeah.
You know?
By the way, Bear, regarding other channels that appear that they already came to 1,000, but not in the kosher way, how we say. It seems that they brought subs from a lot of rumors.
Yeah, somebody sent me a screenshot from somebody who I don't even know who it is, to be honest with you. Somebody named Brandon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, how he bought 100 subscribers. People are pathetic, honest to God, Archie. I mean, but you know what, Paul? In all honesty, man, you're lowering yourself to their level, dude. It's like, when I'm thinking about it, remember when Cliver and Goldberg left?
Yeah.
They disappeared. You basically ignored them. You just
Yes.
You just made it go away. You got these kids to fill in, which was fun for the time while it lasted. But I think it's time to send them into anonymity, for a lack of a better word.
Sure.
What do you need them for? Why do you need to mention them? Like, are you equal to these people? Are you equal to pigs of the world and so on? Come on.
I understand.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing when you think about it.
Okay.
Somebody told us we are obsessed with them. Well, I start to question that. Maybe we are. Fuck. Let it go.
Okay. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you. You take care, Bear.
I love you too. I'm not going anywhere. I'm waiting for the flight. I'm on a stream.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry about it.
Mr. Zoso, $5. Hope you cheer up, Arch. Maybe ignoring so-called old friends and being positive will turn things around. Yeah. Yankee Doodle, $2. Archie gave me my wrench back.
No wrenches, guys.
No wrenches. No more wrenches. That's it. We'll just
you have
be
an
quiet.
opportunity. They can
Humble
all,
Pine Baron, $20. Get your mojo back, Arch. Everyone gets exhausted. That is natural. Try to rally up.
Paul,
I gotta tell you,
there's so many people who know you well, and they know
how good. I actually, the funny thing is, I sent the guy an apology, but he doesn't mention that.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Move on from them, Archie.
Sorry?
Move on from them.
Yeah, you're right.
Let them do their thing. Let them fuck off.
Yeah.
Some of the people in the chat, I think, need to stop saying that, oh, this person's rebel streaming, that person's rebel streaming. Let's just let Archie do his thing and
hey, I tell you what. I tell you what. You know what I might do, Bear? I might ban a few key words here. Why don't we let's ban a few
No, don't ban anything. We are not the
keywords.
Keywords. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Who cares? It is you. You feed them, and I feed them. Us on this live stream. This is who needs to stop. The people who are chatting, they can chat whatever they want. That's their right. We need to keep the chat open to people. We cannot act like some kind of suppressing channel that doesn't allow people to talk.
Archie's afraid of specific words that
Anthony Nepotano, $2. AC, when you get tired, start looking at watches.
Yes. Yes.
What's that? What's wrong,
Archie, you must listen to me, Archie. If you ban certain words, if you ban freedom of expression within your chat room, you will turn into your enemies, because that's what they do. That's why people love to come here, because of you can pretty much say what you want.
Freedom, freedom to say fuck off to anyone you feel like it.
Okay, fair enough. Bear, I just been a bit down today.
That's why I came on. I sensed that. I tried to talk.
I've been really down. I sent an apology to Fuckknuckle, right? He doesn't mention that.
Paul, why would he mention something that goes against financial opportunity for him? Come on, man. You're smarter than that. You giving him money. You feeding the beast. Enough. Enough.
Yeah, and Archie, it's always good to go down to raise up stronger, right, Bill?
Piccolo, $9. Is Marcelo wearing pants today? At Toilet Gate. I mean, that was really embarrassing, Bear. His wife comes into the toilet, right? And Green Room says, Archie, go full scream now! Full scream! It was a disaster, Bear. It was. Could you imagine how angry she would be?
Of course, man. I can imagine my wife or your wife; they would be upset as well.
And apparently, in the after show, I heard they were fighting. Marcelo and his wife the other day were fighting.
That's something you should have taped. That's a good material.
I don't have copies of that. What happened there? He was in the bath and she was saying, "Don't do YouTube. Don't do YouTube."
Ah, yes.
Oh, that day he sat in the bath on screen. Yeah, great.
Yeah. No. That was off air, but that was off air. That was the.
Thank God.
Yeah, that was. That was.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say happened. Bear. I don't know. Sometimes you just get down with YouTube. You know what I mean? The problem is, I got other friends of mine who send links. They always send me links when other people have successes, or other people have this or other people have that. I got to stop getting absorbed by it. You know what I mean?
I think so. I think so.
I've just released yesterday's show too. I've just released yesterday's show as well.
Bear,
You've edited the bad bit out.
Yes,
Bear,
of course.
I told Archie I can do a very nice video editing for Archie, and I did actually for Tim. I think I sent you a video. Is an example of what I need, what I can do for Archie in editing, but I need from him material. I need more street shots.
Do you understand what he says, Bear? Do you understand him? I can't understand.
Well, basically, you know, he's telling you he can do some nice editing for you.
Yeah,
that's. But he could have said that in like three words, but he likes
here we go.
to do
$15. Cocko currently have Snowflake. He's got a Snowflake, a Speedmaster Moonphase, and a two-tone sub. Thinking of a Navi timer, U173262. Jesus Christ, or a Seamaster 300 to add to the collection. Thoughts, OG? Bear gives you mojo. Look, I would say currently have a Snowflake that's a Tudor, Moonphase Speedmaster, two-tone sub. Thinking of a Navi timer. You know what? I think I would probably go with the Seamaster 300.
By the way, exclusive news is that Seamaster 300 will be increasing in price first week of January. So if you're thinking about Seamaster 300, it's time to pick it up now.
Super chat.
Frozen Yukoner, $50. Listen to the Bear's advice. Bear in the woods always has good advice.
Nice to see you, my dear friend. So nice to see you. Frozen Yukoner is a true gentleman, Archie.
It is.
Class act. I love that guy. I watched him on a live stream a couple of times. He speaks so eloquently, very intelligent man, very well-spoken man. Proud to be your countryman, my friend. Thank you.
And Sirocco sales, $5. Sometime we need this. Please mute Marcelo for 5 minutes. Thank you. That's Sirocco sales. I got to tell you, it's. I think also, Bear, I'm not going to do any more fundraising for anyone else anymore. That's it. It's over.
Why? Are you? Do you think what we did for our dear friend was wrong thing to do for our?
No, it was okay.
Blue shirt.
It was okay.
So what brought you down on that? Why do you feel so down about it? You did amazing job on that. And
I just got a lot of negativity, you know.
Well, let me comment on that. People who are closest to him, including his wife and his closest friends, were very thankful to you. Is that what matters the most? Who cares what some trolls say? Are you becoming affected by trolls? Come on, man.
Yeah. I was just going to tell you this now that no one's watching the show here. I was going to pay Green Room to possibly do some streaming for me when I'm away for a couple of days. I was looking at
why not Green Room.
What do you think a good hourly rate is? Because I'll bring in the money from Super Chat. So what do you think a fair hourly rate?
Minimum wage.
Minimum wage. It's about $30 an hour.
What the fuck? What $30 an hour?
Minimum wage is about 15.
This is Australia. This is
What's wrong with you, Arch? $15 an hour.
He's 25-year-old man. It's about $30 an hour.
Okay, so do like this. Do the $100 per stream. $100 per
4
stream.
hours. Okay. 3. Okay. 4 hours.
He'll enjoy doing it anyway. He'll enjoy doing it anyway, so he gets a little bit of money on the side.
Is his ego gonna go maniac like the other fuckwits? Is his ego gonna go out of control?
No.
Look, with all due respect, there's a very high possibility of that. Okay, we need to factor that in. I wouldn't trust me.
Listen, the guy's humor is amazing. I would watch his live stream.
You know what? If he's got no guests on, he could just talk to himself. He's so funny.
He can exactly, Paul. The guy's awesome.
He can have. We can do a show just on the monitor and the adapter. They can talk to each other.
Yeah.
You know.
By the way, I picked up some watches. I'll show you tomorrow on the live stream. I picked up a couple of interesting pieces. Some cool stuff.
Me too. $5. I'm here purely for the slapping Archie humor. Watch talk is a bonus. I have no idea who the other streamers are. Sick bear on them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, by the way, you obviously seen and heard about this Tiffany
Paddock. I just made a video before I did this today. You know what I've called it? The most tacky, overhyped. It is. This I'm actually Bear.
No question about it.
I'm thinking about getting out of Patek now.
Listen.
It's so tacky.
I agree with that.
There, this is why I'm at a low. Patek is released fucking tacky. That color of the dial. Fuck me
They're gonna
dead.
be selling. They're gonna be selling one of 175 at the Philips auction.
170 because it's 170-year anniversary.
My apologies. So number one of 170 will be sold on the auction. What do you estimate it's gonna fetch?
$500,000? $1 million easily?
How about I tell you that's gonna go 3 for sure?
Could be. No problems.
No problems. Fuck.
No, hang on. That's not right.
I mean, wow. To get that, listen. I don't care. It's stocky. It's all that. But man, if you could get that at retail, you're set. You're set. You're an everyday millionaire. You're an everyday millionaire, Paul.
Yes. Well, I got no chance of getting one.
Nobody has. It's a very select group of people. It's actually going to be, I know very, like few really influential Patek people, and they're not sure they're going to get it because this is going to be all determined by Tiffany boutiques, not by Patek.
Ben Clymer will get one. Ben Simer will get one.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Because you've got to be a super Tiffany customer and a Patek customer.
For sure. It has to be both, and that's not an easy task.
On Smash, $5. Green room is the future. Let's have a cheer Let's have a cheer to cheer you up and get the mood up. By the way, Perf Luxury licks windows.
And by the way, you know I texted you and I wanted to talk to you, and you ignore me because you get depressed and the black dog and all other bullshit. Yeah. Friends respond to friends. Okay, I'm a little bit pissed at you, but that's okay. What I wanted to tell you, I actually read what you wrote.
Yeah.
You have to be total fucking nasty, manipulative cunt to take that as 100% statement.
Yeah.
You have to be bastard. You have to be sneaky, greedy piece of shit to take that as written, because it is clearly written out of anger. I hate people who do that. I hate people who take advantage of taking things out of context, taking things what people say when they're upset, and then going after them for the most low value reasons. No real concern, no real victim, no real hurt, but manipulating nasty narcissistic minds who feel to feed the beast. I fucking hate them, Arch. I hate them. I really fucking hate them.
Okay, I have to interrupt. I've just noticed this in the chat, and
bring the diss on. This is a good man.
This opportunity to pressure him into to joining.
Yeah, bring this on. I just want to check this time on my phone.
We're currently on delayed right now until 8:25, and other announcement will be made at around 8 o'clock.
What's going
on? I got to tell you there. Yeah, I don't know. I got to be honest with you, Bear. This is a hard game, you know, but I really do appreciate your support, Bear. It really means a lot to me to have you.
You're my friend, man. You're my friend.
Yeah, it's easy to get down, you know.
Of course, I understand why you're down, but you don't have reason. Just keep plugging, doing your thing.
Yeah, we have to work, find some super chats and things for bringing the pontiff to London.
Well, that's something we need to work on. I mean, the fundraiser for the trip. By the way, is it true that Wizard has committed to pay 50% for your airfare?
Yes. So he says.
Well, if that's true, I mean, I have all respect for him. That's a You know what? I believe if he said that he will, I believe he will. I do think that he's ultimately the man of his word. I mean, his loyalty and all that stuff is to be honest with you, he is kind of everywhere. He's not really the type of guy that's going to be like loyal to one channel, one person, and so on. But I wanna comment. There is a lot of negativity about Wizard in our channel, in your channel, Paul. The man committed to pay half for your airfare. I would be very thankful, and I would definitely believe that he's gonna keep his word. Because when somebody, I don't know who mentioned to me, and they said, I highly doubt it's going to happen. See, I think absolutely he will. He would not put that much shame on his name and his business to make such a public statement and then step back from it. I don't buy that. I think he will definitely do it.
Okay, that's really cool, Bear. It's
Hi, Dish.
Hi, what's up?
Not much, just waiting for my flight. The weather
Where are you
is
flying?
nasty. Where am I flying?
Yeah.
I better not mention that for the trolls, Bear. The trolls,
I'm flying back where I work.
Okay.
But yeah, weather turned a little bit nasty, so I don't know if I'm gonna be making it tonight or not. We'll see. However, that's Canada. That's Canada, the winter wonderland.
Yes.
Fuck, I hate snow.
You hate snow? I love snow. It's beautiful.
I'm so. Oh, you do because you don't have to deal with that shit.
Yeah,
I deal with it every fucking winter.
Yes.
Hate it.
Yes.
What's going on with you, brother?
I'm doing well.
Good.
I'm doing very good. How are you doing, Archie?
I've had better times. It's ups and downs, you know. I got to be honest with you. This YouTube is not a good place for your mental health. Sometimes you can get really down if you do YouTube too long.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest with you, Bear. I'm fucking sick of being stuck in Brisbane, Australia. It's fucking driving me insane. I got multiple. It's not one problem. I got multiple problems. I got my other sons. My other sons can be very difficult.
Yep.
I've got the fact that I haven't traveled. I haven't traveled in 2 fucking years out of Australia. I mean, this is a communist rat. This is like being stuck behind Soviet lines.
Yeah.
You
I
understand?
hear you, brother. Completely understand. The thing is, I actually completely get that because when I was not flying, not going places and so on, you start feeling inert.
Good news is my dad got the vax yesterday. He got the vax.
Good.
His girlfriend said, if you're not going to get the vax, well, we're not going to be having certain things. So he got the vax.
By the way, I do wanna appeal to the viewers. Please upvote this chat. Let's help Archie get out of the depression.
Yes, I'm feeling Malik Diamond $10 travel videos. I got to tell you, Bear.
Oh, I love your travel videos, Archie. I always love that.
I
always enjoy that.
Oh, thank you for the material. A nice material to have. Please, I need some of that videos.
Okay, I'll get you some. I'll talk to you about it off air because I don't know how to give it to you. But let me say this to you, okay? Bear, I'm thinking of maybe fucking off to Singapore in January, maybe, before the watch show.
If you can.
I'm going insane here. I'm so...
Yeah, I don't blame you, Archie. Get out a little bit, you know, do your thing. It will help your state of mind because it's been 2 years of being cooped in your studio and doing your over and over same thing.
Yeah. You know, I can't even get there's no catalogs or anything I can get from the dealers. They're just shit. Brisbane's shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I can feel you there. I can understand that.
Ramsey, $5. Safe travels, Bear.
Thank you, Ramsey. I appreciate it very much. Archie, you got good people. You got a lot of good people that support you. Don't let few fikers get you down, and then you see, you know, they send you these Snapchats. What do you call it? The screenshots with
screenshot.
screenshots with the super chats that are going against you. Don't ignore that. Tell people not to send you that anymore, because that feeds your reaction, and your anger feeds those people. They are full of hatred. So then when they hurt you, they count that as a win. They pay for your pain. They pay for your depression. They want to see you down. They want to see you feel hurt. But there's so many of us that actually care about you and love you and want to help you. So, yeah.
Right on.
Am I right, this? Am I right, this?
I love Archie. He's the best. He's the OG, man. He's the OG.
He's the only OG. He's the only OG, man. The only OG. Absolutely.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying your GMT?
I love it, man. It's so good. I love it.
I'm traveling with my Pepsi Jubilee.
Yeah, man.
I love traveling with that watch. I love traveling with that watch. I had a G-Shock on my way when I was leaving first, and then now when I'm returning, I actually said, fuck the G-Shock.
Wow.
Let's have a real watch. Real watch.
Yeah.
Bear, if things not going to change in your plans from what you know now, so there is a big chance that you might join the Pontiff to London, right?
Oh, absolutely. I was actually talking with my family, and I am planning on it. I just cannot say for sure because I don't know the details. But
here we go. CB, $20. Archie, how can you be down when you're surrounded by so many real friends?
True.
We're with you, Paul. A lot of us are with you.
And not only this, we have the friends that are trying to organize now a fundraiser for the Pontiff to enlist, get out of the cage, come to London. You know what? I want to say it like this. The best thing about the clip that I did to Tim shows basically how much Archie miss in the connections and the relationship and the love that people have and the respect that people have for him that you will get when he comes to London. I mean, I can make a fantastic video out of it. A fantastic clip out of it. I mean, all the important people that will come to him, even more important people that I don't want to mention now, that we know that he knows. So it can be an epic relationship.
Agreed.
Here we go. Hoff-on smash $5 for Orchard Towers funds. Big boy needs a release. By the way, Perth Luxury licks windows. Thank you so much there. And Diego, $5. Mute Sirocco for 5 minutes.
Why?
Not participating in class. Kidding aside, mute Marcelo for 5. Positive thoughts bring positive energy, Arch. Chin up.
For 5 minutes,
that's right, Diego.
That's 5 minutes, he can mute one person. He cannot mute two.
I think he decided to mute you, Marcelo.
Mute you there. There we go.
Sirocco is not saying much anyway, so why would he mute Sirocco?
I think Sirocco fell out. I think he fell out there. Ryan Vlogs Live, $2. Bear is looking smart. And cheer up, big boy. Thank you.
And I agree. Cheer up, Archie. There is a lot of people that love you and care about you.
CB, $5. Marcelo for president. So eloquent. Such a good communicator.
I agree. Hey, is it true that our friend, somebody also sent me that our friend Showcase, James, has decided to leave YouTube and the hobby?
That's correct.
Yes.
And why? What's the reason for it? I like the guy. I actually don't understand.
Look, he's not sure money, but he just said, he just felt that the hobby was taking so much time, and he felt that he actually made money. He cashed out and he bought a new property, and he said he just doesn't want to think about new pieces to buy. He's kind of.
Can you really be ever really in situation like that, like us, like you, like me, like him? Can we really ever be out? I can be out of YouTube. That part is not something that I need. But can you be out of watches, Paul? Can you just decide one day I'm done. I don't want to do anything with watches anymore. Can you?
I think sometimes you get sick of the douchebags that are in watches.
Sure.
I got to be honest with you. I'm really disappointed with that Tiffany dial.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a clear money grab. It is.
I don't know why Patek
low.
would even be involved in that. Why would they be involved in that? It's
because
fucking
they feel,
tacky.
you know what? I'm gonna
It's
tell you
fucking
why.
tacky.
I'm gonna tell you why. They're feeling Rolex heat. Everyone, Patek feels Rolex heat. I know that you are a Patek fanboy. I know that you say all this, Patek is the king and all this, but fuck off. Rolex is the king. Rolex is becoming...
Well, Rolex, CB, $5.
Can you put me in the waiting room?
Sure. Marcelo for president. So eloquent, such a good communicator. And we've got, that's CB. Frozen Yukona, cheer up, fun, $10. Thank you so much there.
Let's see the smile. I want a wide screen on you, Paul. I want to see the big smile because we all came to tell you we care and love you, man. I want you on a large screen, not me, you.
Yes.
Please.
Okie dokie. Okay.
And I want to see the smile. I want to see the smile. That's my Paul. My dear friend Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
things are gonna get better and better, Paul. Don't worry about it. You had
I gotta tell you there, I think that's really tacky, that Tiffany dial.
Well, do you think that OP 41 and 36 in the same color is tacky?
No.
Do you see them as tacky? Neither do I.
No.
So why do we both think that Patek in this color is tacky? Why is that? What do you think? I think it's just because it's after the fact. It is clear attempt to cash on some kind of momentum on that color. And it is not something that Patek should be doing with their reputation, with their style, with their class. It is watch that will appeal to timepiece gentlemen. Patek is becoming rapper's watch. Patek is becoming timepiece gentleman watch. Patek is becoming watch worn by tattooed guys.
Yes.
Not by classy business giants. But actually it's becoming kind of low end. It's cheapening its stature.
It's cheapening it. It's very, very, very... Showcase watches, £4.50. Apparently, I died, Bear. The funeral was amazing, and I appreciate everyone for coming. Thank you. Cheer up, Arch, and safe travels, Bear.
Thank you very much, James, and I hope that you don't die young. And I wish you long life, and I wish you come back to the stream. I wish you are participating here because we love you. And you were always a cool guy, and you were genuine watch enthusiast.
CB, $5. Tiffany Dial 5711 was suggested by Philip Stern's wife for sure. Not
you think so, eh?
Move, in my opinion.
Well, it's going to be money maker, no question about it, and it's going to go
Patek's
through the
not going to
roof.
make the money. Patek's not going to make the money.
Well, yeah, actually, you're right, Paul. Well, Patek will make some money.
No, they will. They will behind doors. They will behind doors.
No, but what they do is they've basically given Tiffany $170 million.
Oh, I did not know that.
No, I mean, each one is worth $1 million.
Yeah.
170 of them. They've given them. Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I understand.
And that's LVMH Group.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Terry Stern wife wanted a few purses.
Possible.
Archie,
because she couldn't have wanted that tacky silver jewelry, could she?
No.
Archie, you have no idea what you said now. You just reveal an amazing cheap way to pay for advertisement and marketing.
I think Green Room wants to come back. Hello, Green Room.
Hey, man. How are you?
What's this old Panasonic thing here?
No, it's just a box. My this is the LV briefcase is inside the presidential.
Let's have a look. Da-da-da-da.
Look, this is going to take a couple minutes to open.
Okay.
By the way, Tim just texted me he's at the IWC event. I am all hyped with IWC, Archie. I am all over IWC. Now I want to get the green one, the green pilot chronograph. It looks so freaking cool.
Yes.
I really like it. I'm actually more impressed with IWC than Breitling, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I must admit, IWC showrooms are amazing. You know, they look like a men's club. You know what I mean? They have some amazing looking stuff.
Yeah.
The Pine Barren, $20. Arch, have you tried scream therapy? Go outside and just scream as loud as you can repeatedly for several minutes. Bonus points if you do it after midnight. You'll feel much better and your neighbors will love it.
Do it on stream.
Serenity now. Serenity now. Serenity now.
Yeah.
Well, something
What do we
you
got?
can
Oh, he's got a microwave. He's got an LG microwave. Look at this.
Ooh.
He's got an LG to work with the LG monitor.
Yeah.
It's going
Unboxing.
LG crazy.
How's the channel going, by the way, this?
Not so good. I'm stuck at 825 subscribers.
Well, just buy 175. The others are doing that.
Yeah, I can buy.
I'm not joking. Just buy.
Yeah, Ben
They do
is
the same
actually
thing.
right, but Ben needs to also know that in the minute
Everybody
you want
else
to be
seems to do that. It's
Why wouldn't you? What
Half-
Paul? What would
Yeah.
something like that cost? You think? What I don't know. Like what these what do
it'd be
they cost?
$50, $20.
Yeah, so just do that. Then you can get some super chat.
Hop on Smash, $2. Tiffany 5711 goes against rationale for counseling. Exactly right.
Actually, he's right. That's a great point. That's a great point. Great point.
Is it a nice microwave? You bought this second hand or new?
This is new.
Look at this.
I think Archie once told me even TGV had bought many.
Exactly. I believe that.
Okay, there it is, guys. There it is, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Wonderful
CB,
job.
$5. The Tiffany dial 5711 is for a woman, not for a man. I don't think they will hold the same value as the green one. Men don't want them.
No, they will, because it's a Tiffany dial.
So rare.
It's actual Tiffany, not like we call Rolex OP41 with that blue.
That's not
Tiffany,
official Tiffany.
but it has nothing to do with Tiffany. And there is a humongous love for Tiffany signed Patek dials and Rolex, original Rolex Tiffany dials.
Yeah.
So
Archie,
this is going to be
yes,
stupidly expensive.
Now, Archie, you own Patek. You know how they die look amazing. You know that this Tiffany dial in real life looks stunning. You know that. You know that it will look stunning.
I just think it looks cheesy. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I really like the Nautilus with the white dial. I thought that looked beautiful.
I agree. It is beautiful. Actually, Nautilus is not my
Showcase
favorite.
has said, I'm done. Sorry, what's that?
Go ahead.
Showcase says, I'm done with buying and making videos. I'm not dead. Laugh out loud.
We know you're not dead, man. Nobody said you're dead. I hope nobody said that. I don't know what he's talking about. But why are you done? Why don't you come on a live stream and give your story? Tell us why you're leaving YouTube, why you're leaving watch collecting. That's something that actually Archie would probably like to talk to you. We need to understand this. You are a significant watch enthusiast. You're an important person in a watch collecting family. We like to understand these things. We talk about stupid shit all the time. And then story like this comes and everybody ignores it. And don't be lazy and fucking jump on a stream. Maybe not tonight, but one of them. And make it exclusive for ARCHIELUXURY. Am I right here, Paul, or what?
100%, man.
It's a great interview, man. Great interview.
He's a nice guy. I like James. I always like
course,
James.
man. Of
You,
course.
you know it. You know
The Pine
it,
Barren,
some-
$5. Pine Barren, $5. Is that a limited edition microwave? One of 25 million?
Oh, excellent. I just want to check on my flight. You guys go talk. Don't worry about me.
Yeah. No, he's right there. It's look, I gotta tell you there, there is I think honestly with this whole watch thing there, sometimes you can get burnt out. It's easy to get burnt out. The watches,
Agreed.
It just gets too crazy after a while. Jamie Opulence, €5. We have to recognize and respect Tiffany's 170-year contribution to paddock. Tiffany Blue is iconic. Let's bring hype and glory to paddock.
Well, of course, Jamie is a Patek fanboy. I expect him to fight for Patek's reputation, but even he has to admit that this is tacky as shit.
I think Patek would completely bankrupt if it wasn't Tiffany back in the back in the 19th century, right? I think.
Yes, Tiffany helped them a lot because the funny thing is, Jamie's pocket watch that's made by Tiffany,
right?
It doesn't say Patek on the dial; it says Tiffany on the dial.
Interesting.
It's made by Patek, but it says Tiffany.
So what is the story there? Like
Tiffany was the better brand. Tiffany was the stronger brand, and
at that time,
yeah. CB $5. Bear, would you wear a Tiffany dial 5711 if you could get one for $50K? You betcha. Of course you would.
Who wouldn't? It's a flex. I'll be honest. I am acceptable to hype. I am a Rolex fanboy. I want to have every single Rolex hot watch. So I'm probably the wrong person to ask. But I would like to know, would someone like Jamie, who is clearly Patek fanboy from the perspective as a true enthusiast for Patek, in you, Paul, you as well, would you guys wear that watch? I can see buying it as an investment or resale or whatever, but would that be something that appeals to a true Patek enthusiast?
I would wear it even so that I don't.
Yeah, but you're also hype guy. All your watches are hype. Let's be honest, Marcelo.
Look, I think all of us would wear it. Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
But the thing is, as it goes, it still is tacky. It doesn't take away from the fact.
I think it's tacky. I agree.
It's only tacky, Bear. It's only tacky if we can't get one at retail.
Oh, so the sour grapes, eh? The sour grapes. Okay, fair enough. I can live with that.
Actually, Bear did an amazing point. If I'm thinking about it, would I buy the watches I own if they wouldn't be hype? This is actually very, very good. Yeah.
Paul, I have a Tiffany Blue dial OP41.
Yes.
Would you like to guess how many times I wore that watch?
Half a dozen?
Zero.
Oh my God.
I literally took the watch and put it in a safe.
Does your wife like it, Bud?
No,
Bunny?
actually, she loves, her favorite is a blue OP41, and that's the one she has, and she would love pink.
Pink, yes,
Yeah.
pink.
So that's the one I'm waiting for.
Big 6-inch, $2. Best non-Rolex for Colombian drug lord.
Good question. That's a great question. Archie, what do you think?
They
For Colombian drug lord.
I don't like Colombian drug lords.
They date with the beige dye, no, with the
diamond.
I think I really like is that Breguet with the salmon dial. Remember they did the Breguet Type 20 with the salmon dial.
Of course.
Very unusual but beautiful.
Gorgeous.
CB,
you're craving that Type 20. I'm sensing that you miss your Type 20. And I
Bear,
can tell you,
we found
that's
something that makes us different. I would buy it and give it to my wife. I would never wear it.
Oh, you're talking the Tiffany?
Yes.
Oh, that's CB. Is that what CB said?
Yes, yes, yes.
What can you say again? I'm sorry, I didn't
Bear,
get it.
we found something that makes us different. I would buy
Mhm.
it and give it to my wife. I would never wear it.
Okay,
He's
well,
saying,
that doesn't make us different. I don't wear it. Well, yeah, okay. He's talking the Tiffany Nautilus, right? Yep,
I think
that
he-
does make us different, CB. That does make us different.
Yeah, but Bear, the reason you put the watch, the reason you put that watch in the safe and you never wear it, it wasn't, you didn't get it, for example, for investment. You would wear it, you just don't feel like it to wear it. You don't feel, you don't feel attracted to take that watch and wear it, right?
I wasn't able to hear what Marcelo said, but if you guys did, you can obviously respond. I don't know what you said, Marcelo.
No, the watch that you said that you 0 time wear it, the one that you put in the safe.
Yeah.
So that you put it there because you don't feel a desire to wear it. It's not like you put it in the safe as investment only. You just don't feel a
Oh
desire
no, I
to
do
take
that.
it.
I do that. I have watches there that are investment only.
Ah, I see.
I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. I'll be back in
Sure,
1 moment.
sure.
Okay.
I see. No, because I actually yeah,
I can see the chat. But guys, can you please? I noticed
do
that
that.
we are lacking on the likes. We're lacking on the likes.
Yeah.
Can you please at
I can
least
do that. I can do that because
upvote because that helps the stream. I'm telling you guys, really down. The assholes are trying to take advantage of him consistently. I'm sick and tired of it. There's a lot of people that support Archie. I'm sure there's a lot of haters coming to this stream as well. Fine. But at least show your support by doing that. And super chat when you
Kelly actually
can.
said upvote. I don't see super chats yet.
How many likes do we have at the moment?
Now we have 87 likes. We need a little bit few to come to 100.
And how many people are viewing at the moment?
Actually, 94. We need more 4 upvotes to 100.
Well, at least 6 more. Let's make it 100. 100 is a nice number.
Exactly.
So when Paul comes back, we can tell him we're up to 100 likes and so on. You know, people forget he's a human being. People forget he has his moments. People forget.
2 more.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you very
2
much.
more,
Much appreciated. Much
need more.
appreciated. Much
We're
appreciated.
101. 101.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Any new watches for you guys? Anything coming your way? I picked up a couple of interesting pieces. I'll share with you tomorrow or on Tuesday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. My apologies. So anything in your periscope? Anything you're looking for? Anything that excites you?
I actually taking a break till like a kind of waiting for Platinum Daytona if it will ever happen.
Oh, I don't blame you, but don't you want some kind of shitter or something just to get a watch to excite you? I mean,
I have the.
What did you get for a shitter? Like, what shitter did you get?
I have the 4 Seikos, actually. 3 of them are the Prospect ones. They are like $1,500. They look amazing. One of them I gave the nickname of Tudor Black Bay 58. And the other one, yeah, it looked like kind of homage of that watch. They look absolutely fantastic. I think, you know what? I even was thinking about taking all my Rolex, put them in the safe, and forget about them and wear only the other ones because of the Rolex. I barely wear the other watches I have. I mean,
right.
I'm actually thinking about doing that. I have my the Panerai I like a lot. The Omega, the Seamaster that I have look fantastic. I absolutely.
Which Seamaster do you have? Remind me, please.
I have the Seamaster 300 Professional, and now in a rubber strap and with the gray dial. This one.
Gray dial?
Yeah, this.
Nice. I like the mono rubber strap. You know, by the way, exclusive, they are raising the price on Seamaster 300s all across the world first week of January. That's what I'm being told. So for anyone looking to get that watch, it's time to act.
It's time. And this is the second time they raised the price. I bought it in exactly 2018, and I pay $5.5 retail. I bought it in Omega boutique. I paid that time. The retail was $5.50, and then they raised it now I think for $7 something, and now they're going to go erase it again. So it's actually funny that on retail I'm still I'm higher than what they sell it in the gray market now.
Interesting. I had a chance to see the new Tudor Pelagos, and aesthetically, it's the color to me is more appealing.
Hey guys, I just got to go and do something quickly. I got to pick my son up from the shop quickly, and I'll be back. Won't be long. Okay.
I'm gonna be gone,
Archie,
Paul,
we have
because I have to get
Who's
to
gonna-
light. So
You have
take care,
100
Paul.
vote now.
Take
Sorry,
care,
what was that?
Paul, and
I'll be back soon. Okay. I just got to go and pick him up quickly. I've just got to fix something up because he's.
Go ahead, Paul. There is
Okay.
I'll be
there is
back soon.
Lolex. Lolex is gonna run the
Lolex is
show.
here. Lolex is here. He
I'm
can
running the show now, boys.
You're running the show,
I
brother.
got keys.
Alex.
So I wanted to finish my thought on Pelagos. I like the color. Color is better. I like the bezel. It's more appealing to me, the whole across, right? And the only thing I didn't like is this lack of the spring bars and this fabric and rubber. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I like it and I don't. And believe it or not, at the moment in Canada actually sells over retail, which I don't think it's gonna last, but it is interesting.
Bear, we already 112.
Thank you very much to all of you guys. I have to apologize to all of you. I'll see you this week on a live stream. I gotta go. My flight is getting ready to board. All the
Have a
best
nice
to all of you
See ya.
guys. See you
Have a nice
guys.
flight.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bear.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Well,
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, that was nice.
Well.
I mean,
Hey.
yeah.
Hey, well, Alex,
Marcelo.
how you doing, man?
Do you think I should buy viewers? Should I buy subscribers?
This is a tough question for me to answer because I didn't do it. Actually, I lost 10 subscribers. So, guys, Rolex, could you tell people to subscribe to my channel? That would be great. No,
Yeah,
look,
Marcelo, yeah.
look, 1 second. As a pathetic joke that even I said now to, of course I want subscribers to come. I think, I don't know, it's something that we can ask Archie when he come back, because Archie never brought subscribers, and there is a lot of people that does now. Interesting question to ask. I don't know what to say. Well, how much you found out there? How much cost subscribers there?
$15 for 250 subscribers.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Should I buy
And they
1,000
come from where?
subscribers, guys?
Yeah.
Could be monetized by this afternoon.
Let's do it. Let's all get monetized today.
They are organic subscribers. Organic.
Okay, you hear that, guys? We're all going to get monetized today and start running live stream.
We should all get monetized before the time Archie gets back.
That'll
That'll really piss him off.
Oh, we just have all great live doing. Let's do it, fellas. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's buying them.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell this out. Actually, they're going to laugh.
How are you liking your Pepsi?
Oh, I love it. I just put it on the oyster bracelet.
Oh, interesting. So you had it on the Jubilee before, and you bought an oyster for it?
I bought it on the oyster. I bought it on the oyster.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm really considering buying an oyster for my Batgirl, so I can have both bracelets.
You should, man.
I know, right? I think it would be a cool look. Still think about it.
For sure, man. For sure.
Yeah.
It's almost like half Lego watch.
Yeah, it's so funny the GMT, you can kind of mix and match it however you want. You know? especially the pre-ceramic ones. You should get all the bezels, Dis. You should get black. You got the Coke. Now you got the Pepsi.
And then you buy a Jubilee and the Oyster. Basically, you have 6 watches in one.
Yeah, should do it.
It's the classic Lego. Classic Lego watch.
Let's do it.
Okay, if anyone is trying to join, none of us have the power to let you on the show, so it's just us for a while.
Yeah, it'll. Whoever tries to join, just wait a couple of minutes. So far, only Archie can see from the side room, and he can join people. Maybe later in the future, we will have one more person with the power to be able to do that. But in the meantime, we don't. So a little bit patient.
Yeah, start running the shows, Green Room.
Gee, it's certainly an interesting offer, isn't it?
Look, it's not bad to kind of practice this, and you're very loyal. So yeah, I mean, look, and if it happens in the future that you open your own shed, is also okay, because I'm doing my own shed and still I am here. So we are not.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if it's just a temporary thing.
So you're gonna say that now. Watch, you're gonna end up with a back roll on your wrist in 6 months.
And 70. Well, you got to reduce the back roll from the 70. So
I think Green Room, if you said that you wanted a Milgauss GV, I think the punchers would make it happen.
Well, you know, look, I feel very content with the Datejust. Look, I'll be honest. After I took the bracelet off, that's when I really began to love it. I put it on a strap.
Okay.
And the old, this is, you know, I've got a 1600. This is like it's a very old. It's 49 years old.
Yeah, it's an old watch. It is an old watch. I don't want to say.
So as they say, it's jingly jangly, and the bracelet is super light. It's super delicate. It looks beautiful, but physically, it doesn't feel very. It feels ultra delicate. But when I put it on it's a very cheap strap. It works for me. So I feel very content with it, is what I'm getting at.
Have you tried on the modern Rolexes? Have you had a chance to, mess around with them?
Yes, but not for a while though. I've not had a modern Rolex around my wrist for a very long time. Not since before COVID, I suppose.
Going from a 36 mil watch, the older 36, and then throwing on a modern 40 mil Rolex is going to be a crazy jump in terms of sizing.
Well, yeah, look, I remember trying on the GMT black.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, they're very cool. They feel super solid. I remember that. I don't remember it well, but I remember it enough to know it's substantial. It's a very substantial feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But I think financially, I'm probably better off just going for another car. Well, not another car, a car.
Screw that, dude. Get a Rolex. Your money's way safer.
All right then.
Yeah, no, I can understand, for example, when they talk about buying subs, but buying viewers, I didn't get that point. I mean, why you would want to buy viewers? Explode your videos to, let's say, I don't know, 1,000 viewers or 10,000 viewers that video. I mean, what is the point in that?
I don't know, getting your audience out there. You know what I mean? Building your audience, getting your name out there more.
Yeah, but the algorithm would realize that this is a kind of not natural. It's not real people actually view your video. It just the numbers pump into your video that people watch that many.
It's hard to say. I don't know. I've never thought to buy views or. I've never thought to do this. I'm thinking about putting out some videos though.
Alex, you have a channel now?
Well, I do. I've always had a channel. There's only been a few live streams on there, but I'd want to do.
Send me the link.
There's only like 3 streams on it. Really, it's nothing.
You in my you with me with you have my WhatsApp. Send me your link in yeah. I would check it out.
It's called Live with Lolex, but yeah, it's nothing too crazy. But I'd like to start.
Yeah, just send me the link. You send me in my WhatsApp. I'm going to see.
I'll send it. But yeah, I want to put out videos just like reviewing my watches, talking about watches I want to get, stuff like that. Nothing crazy.
Look, you can do that. You can do that. You can do that, and this is great material. But more things is there is a point. That's why I did a lot of videos reviewing my watches, talking about also different exotic materials like I do stainless steel VSDs, gold, and so on. But then you come in a moment that you're not a team master. You're starting to realize that how much reviews about watches you're going to talk, and then that's why I'm doing a lot of what I do now in the bars or going out and talking. You're starting to improvise different ways about how to make your videos, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know, just making a couple videos. I really like Showcase's videos on his watches. He really goes in and does a lot of research and has these really high quality shots. I want to do stuff like that, but I don't know.
No, it's just try to mix everything. Don't go by one rule. If you do reviews about watches, you do, and suddenly I don't know, you with your girlfriend and you ask about the watch. So this is also kind of okay. It's not like, sorry, I'm doing only this and that's it. It's like be open for other ideas. This is what I say. Don't not only close in one idea.
That's true. We've got a super chat.
We've got a super chat. Yep, from Hoff on Smash, $2. Green Room. This is now your test show, by the way. And there's Perth. There's some type of tongue emoticon and what appears to be a window. Yeah, it's a window, all right. So it doesn't matter if I'm entertaining or not. What matters is the amount of donations that come in whilst Archie is gone. So just send them in, and that'll be fantastic. Okay.
Let's see what happens. Green Room, have you ever thought about maybe getting a 36 mil modern Rolex? You can do pretty well with those on the secondhand market.
Well, for a long time, I wanted to buy a two-tone Datejust 36 brand new from the AD.
Okay.
And I kind of went against that at the last minute.
Smart.
I liked the Oyster Perpetual with the blue.
I was going to say. A 36 mil OP would be very good. That's a smart buy.
Sorry, say that again, sir?
Oh, I was going to say a 36 mil OP would be a really smart buy for you because you can get those on the secondhand market at a good price.
Yeah, not
or
crazy.
you can even go into the AD and maybe get a brand new one.
OP 36 millimeter. You just need to be careful in two things. One, half of them are made with quartz, so you need to make sure you're taking the ones that are not quartz ones. And second, 36 millimeter OP. I mean, they basically look like a 38. In OPs, they look quite big.
Well, Saad measured his 36 for us, his modern 36, and it's like 37.4 or something.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
You also gotta look at the color that you get on the dial because the color makes the watch either look bigger or smaller. So if you get a 36 OP and you get like a white dial, it actually looks closer to a 39. But if you get like a black or maybe the green color, it's closer to the 36. So you got to kind of play around and see which one you like.
Look, I'm just going to come out and say what I think investment potential-wise. I'm just going to come out and say it. I think the 39 OP with the white dial is the greatest investment piece of them all. Okay, there, I said it. Okay, we've got a super chat, £1.80 super chat from Finchy. Fantastic. Okay, thanks, man. Let's keep the money coming in.
Stop messing around. That's really funny because when I went to go buy my first Rolex, they had the white dial there, a 39 mil, and I didn't buy it.
Oh shit!
Okay,
I didn't buy it. I regret.
Yeah, but like that time you also had the Air King, and nobody wanted that watch.
I didn't have it, but they did have it. I remember they offered it.
Everybody hated that one. That was the ugly duck of Rolex, the Air King. Everybody that let's say 2-3 years ago you would buy an Air King, people would laugh at you like you brought the ugly Rolex ever. And now people getting crazy about this one.
Interesting. Dis, what are you looking at getting any more watches right now? Or are you pretty content with your collection?
No, I'm happy with my collection right now.
What is it? So just those 3 watches, or do you still have that Breitling and you got a few?
No, I saw the Breitling. I have a GMT Master, Speedmaster, and the Omega C Master.
Oh, okay, the pre-Bond one, right?
Yeah, exactly, that one. Yeah.
I liked your Steve Blake, man. I wish you kept that.
Yeah, but I had to sell it to pay off debt.
Okay.
Did you sell the new James Bond?
Yeah, I did. I sold it.
Yeah, you had that in the bracelet?
Yeah, of course, on the bracelet. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I did try that watch. It looked absolutely stunning. It looked good, but the thing is that it felt so cheap. Is it's not only cheap because of the weight. Because for example, I did try a RM and Richard Mille that also actually is even more light than that. But you feel something in the RM that make you feel you do wearing something expensive, even so it's super light. That Omega really felt like a kind of when I touched it first time, I was sure that was a demo.
Yeah.
I couldn't even realize that was the real watch. I mean, I look at her, I told her, this is a demo. She said, no, this is the real thing. I mean, that much weird that watch look, when you touch it.
Yeah.
So for those just tuning in, Archie had to go. Something to do with his son. He needed to pick up his son urgently. It's quite unusual. And we don't know when he's going to be back.
Come on, dude. He wanted to do the break. We just put it on you right now.
He will come back.
Archie, come back.
For the ones that heard me say it doesn't come, he will come back. That was a pathetic joke. Please don't take it seriously.
Gonna be here all day, man. All day.
Yeah.
Well, I will try to take advantage of the opportunity of the time and ask for people, please subscribe to my channel because I don't buy subs.
Buddy, what kind of cologne are you holding there, Green Room?
Oh, this is Karl Lagerfeld.
Karl Lagerfeld. Okay.
Yes.
What's that?
That's right. I just got it today. It's an amber powdery fragrance.
How many colognes do you have now?
Too many.
Okay.
Too many. I think it's fantastic.
I got 2. I got Chanel, the blue one. I pronounce it wrong all the time. Chanel de Blue, and then I got Polo Green, and that's about it.
Okay. Well, Polo Green's pretty good. It's fantastic, really.
Girls don't like it though.
No, that's probably true.
Girls hate it. I had a girl tell me once it smells like her dad. I was like, all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's very expensive, Polo Green.
Guys, more 6 subscribers and I become 400. Make me a happy man, please. Especially after the disaster of yesterday. I need some encouragement.
We need to make him happy, or he'll do it again.
I will do it again.
Interesting. Man, I'm waiting for my watch case to come. It's going to be here any day. Did you guys bring up the new Nautilus? Or sorry, that new the Tiffany one? I know you guys.
The Tiffany.
Yeah.
Well, Archie was saying he really didn't like it.
Why? Because you can't get it.
I just don't think he aesthetically likes it.
No, aesthetically,
he said it was tacky.
I didn't like the Tiffany doll. I had a chance to mess around with the Tiffany doll OP, and I didn't like it in person.
Okay.
It's a woman to watch, in my opinion.
Now I'm just going to do this super chat. Hoffs on Smash, $2. Green Room co-host fund, by the way. Oh, co-host fund for the Green Room co-host fund. By the way, Perth Luxury licks windows. Okay, that's what that was about.
I'm writing down this. I don't understand the meaning. It's already like the 5th super chat writing down that.
Now listen, Marcelo, what are your thoughts about Perth Luxury? We want to know what you think about him. Okay, what do you think?
The truth?
Okay.
I think. Well, I'm going to say like this. I think you have. How am I going to say? It's a different style of a sense of humor, if I can translate it this way. He work with a different, I think, kind of audience. I mean, you know what? I'm going to put it this way. I think his live stream definitely doesn't affect this one, or if it makes sense. Like he work completely in a different spectrum of doing things. They have this kind of different ways of topics, the way that they illustrate they think. I think personally, I think I cannot say much about him personally, but I think is very much brainwashed and influenced by the other side. So it's very easy to manipulate. Is in a way is weak in this case. So I think is a shame that he can not a shame. No, a shame is not the right word. I mean I wish he could open up a little bit to see basically better, not be so much manipulated by that side, and because Archie actually I mean he was once here, so and I think Archie does miss him because he did give him many nice presents, and I hope he's going to one day understand that it's being used now in the other side. Let's put it this way. I think it's being used now.
Well,
yeah, I didn't understand any of that. Now,
that's what I think. I think he fucking sucks.
He's a clown. He's a clown. Now, Dis, let me ask you this.
Shit, he just came back.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Perth is a cool guy, I guess. He's got nice watches. I'm jealous.
Archie, you muted, Archie.
Hey guys, how are you?
It's pretty good.
Archie,
we're just saying slurs the entire time.
By the way, this just asked me.
Yes.
Should he buy subs? I mean, he found out that the 250 subs cost $50.
Sure, of course. Buy it. Buy it. Buy it. Buy it. Buy it. Why not? It's no point being nice to the punters.
Now, Archie, what's the drama? Is your son all right? What happened?
Look, it's just they're on school holidays. He needed to go there. His mum's at work. Everything's not easy, you know. Nothing's easy. Best non-Rolex we said that. Breguet Type 20, salmon dial, CB, $5. Bear, we found something that makes us different. Okay, we did that. We did that review, and we're just checking Green Room's ability to bring in the bucks when things are sinking. Tan Zeal. We got the Zeal.
I had to save the sinking ship. Like you left, and Green Room's manning the show. Like what's going on?
Hoff on Smash, $2. Green Room. This is now your test show, by the way. Perth. Perth licks windows, and we've got Finchy £1.80. Fantastic. And we have got, I tell you what, Tan, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to talk to you. Hoff on Smash, £1.80. Fantastic. Finchy, what? Finchy, yeah, we did that one. Hoff on Smash, $2. Green Room co-host fun, by the way. Perth Lux licks Windows.
Yeah,
Windows.
with the
I couldn't figure that one out.
Yeah, I can't. Now, Tanzil, I got to tell you, man, I'm really sinking fast, man. I've been depressed. I've been stuck in this place. And then Paddock brings out this girly Tiffany dial 5711. What the fuck is happening?
170 pieces. And the interesting thing is that I think the boutiques are controlling who gets them. So I don't even think like if you're a Paddock,
Because it's only through Tiffany and Co, isn't it? It's only through Tiffany and Co.
Right. Tiffany control it, not the Patek.
Exactly, right? So
and there's only one Tiffany store that does it. There's only one store. It's only the Tiffany New York that sells them.
Well, all we got to do is get Tim Wright to bring some cinnamon buns over, and we got one ourselves, right?
No, you guys don't know. I already talked to Tim about this. He's going to get the watch. He's going to run with the watch.
Alf Stewart. Who's Alf Stewart?
G'day, Arch. It's Alf from Home and Away.
Hey, people don't know Home and Away in America.
Green Room should know me.
I barely know Home and Away, man, but
I work at
I know
the
of
surf
it.
club, mate. My wife Ailsa looks like Mark Hughes from Manchester United.
Archie.
You know, Ailsa is actually a famous author. Did you know that?
Ailsa, yeah.
Her real name is Judy Nunn, by the way.
Well, we're just celebrating the great things about Australia, mate.
Tan, I want to ask you, is this tacky or what is it?
I mean, I don't know if it's tacky. I think it's smart. Like they're trying to give a gift to Tiffany for their long-standing relationship, right? So
I mean, I don't know. You drive a Lamborghini. You've got two Lamborghinis. I don't think we should ask you about if it's tacky or not.
I mean, I don't personally dislike the dial. I think the dial's all right.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be crazy money for something that's just not worth it.
What do you reckon? $1 million on the gray market?
Yeah, like 170 pieces, and the likelihood of watch collectors even getting that might not be. I mean, I don't know, right? I don't know how the Tiffany setup's going to be if watch collectors getting it. So I think it's really going to have a bidding war in the secondary, where they're going to try to acquire it from whoever's able to get one, right? So yeah, definitely it's going to be way overpriced and way overhyped.
Why would Tiffany do that for? Why would Patek do that for Tiffany? Why?
I mean, look, it's in modern times, it's the most special Patek you see these days, right? Everyone wants the Nautilus. I've owned a Nautilus. I can tell you from personal experience, it's not
Lexter Dexter. Who's this? Lexter.
This is the dude that calls you a narcissist.
He was also on JJ's stream right now. You must remove yourself. Sounds like a threat. Look at the private chat. You must remove yourself.
Who's this?
That's not terrifying.
I have the volume off. After approval, and his disappears, I shall speak.
Who's his? Me?
What the fuck is he talking about? I don't understand this.
Lex, write in the chat who you want gone.
I feel genuine suspense. Like,
he'll only come on if Archie leaves for a minute. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Bye, Arch. Lexter.
Okay, Lexter, what would you like to say? Tell us what you think. We're all ears. And you may be muted.
Mate, cat got your tongue.
Gentlemen, do you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, God.
How you going? We can hear you.
Hello.
Hey, man.
We're ready for the NPD talk. Let's go, Lexter.
All right, I'm here. How can I help you?
What?
Well, Lexter, what's his name? ARCHIELUXURY, the Pontiff Archibald Chesterfield III. He's left the chat, so you can say your piece. Whatever you'd like to say.
Well, it's
now's
simple,
the time.
It's called narcissistic personality disorder.
Yep.
He thrives for attention. His whole world is attention. And all you panelists, you're narcissistic to supply to him. You're objects to him. Anything in his life is to bring attention. Ferrari, Patek, it doesn't matter.
We're talking
it's
about
attention. That's what he wants. That's what he craves.
Yeah, we got that from your
If you
comments.
research
but-
NPD, you'll understand him.
Well, we were going to bring Ron the Shrink to talk about NPD, but
yeah, would it be better if we brought Ron the Shrink on here?
Well, he's at work. He can't do it. I mean, listen, I'll have a conversation with Ron on my channel. I don't mind talking to somebody reasonable, but you cannot discuss it with an NPD. He's not going to have any of it. But anybody else would understand it. And I do it as a public service, because it jumps out at me. I've had experience with it. I know individuals like this. And once I lock on, I know what I'm dealing with. And it's easy to understand, really, and it's tragic because he's the biggest victim in all this.
And Lexer, what was it again? NBD? NPD?
NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, narcissism. But if the expert in the world is Vaknin, Vaknin. He's an Israeli. He diagnosed himself. I mean, he kept being diagnosed as one, and then he finally researched it.
And you believe Archie suffers from this?
I'm not an expert, but I'm telling you, if he checks all the boxes.
So, as a narcissist, what are some common phrases that narcissists say?
Great question, Greener.
Okay.
We want to find out about narcissism.
Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Yeah, we can hear you very clearly.
That's what they say because they think they're so special that you cannot understand them.
Oh, okay.
When he says, "I want to be I want to be infamous, not famous." Do you understand? Well, he means that because being infamous is easy. You just commit a crime. But to him, it's the same thing. It's attention. Now here, let me grab the Mayo Clinic stuff. Hold on, just a second.
This is probably the biggest buzzkill for this right now.
I secretly hope when I post stuff in the comments on that the family members or his dad or his family members can do it. Okay, here we go. Symptoms. What are the symptoms? They have an exaggerated sense of self-importance. Check. Have a sense of entitlement and require constant, excessive admiration. Check. Expect to be recognized as superior even without achievements that warrant it. Check. Exaggerate achievements and talents. Check. Be preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, brilliance.
I'm sorry that I stop you here 1 second. I'm sorry. I need to explain something.
Okay,
look,
you tell us what you think, Marcelli. We want to know what you have to say. So tell us.
To say, look.
Right, let me hold it. Let me take off my sound because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear him.
No. It's
Lexer, can I ask?
Okay.
I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear Marcelo. Okay.
No. So you're going to hear.
Okay, I just turned off.
Marcelli, turn your camera on too.
Look, I think there is a misunderstanding here, and I'm going to explain why. Because first of all, maybe everything that Dexter said, it might be true or real for somebody that diagnosed in this kind of problem as personal. Now, here is the difference. Archie is entertainment and a YouTuber. This thing might maybe look like he have this problem, but is a professional entertainer YouTuber. Here, the things become different. It's the same thing when you take a comedian and you say, "Hey, you act like a lunatic and you're crazy, so you should go to a mental hospital." But no, he's a comedian. This is what comedians do.
Okay,
So
I think we get it.
So you guys need to understand the part of humor of basically what you guys watching here in the stream. Simple as that.
So Lexa, were you listening to him, or would you like me to reword that to you?
Please, Green, you explain to him.
Because I get your point, Marcelo. Let me just.
Lexter's out for a smoke.
Lexter, you're muted, by the way, Lexter. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't think he's around anymore.
Dude, Archie is not a narcissist. He's a YouTube celebrity. Okay.
No. Yeah, what you said is right about celebrity, but let's put things under perspective and point. When you say celebrity, you mean an entertainer. And this was the point that I was trying to make. Is not, it's the same thing that every person, comedian or celebrity, you're going to put it in a mental hospital or describe as somebody that have some crazy issues. It doesn't work like that.
He's back, mate.
Okay, Alf Stewart, what do you think about all this, Alf Stewart?
Wait, Lexter's back. Let him talk.
Okay. Now, Lexter, Marcelo's point was he's kind of saying that Archie is an entertainer, and that as an entertainer, as a comedian, he expresses these wacky narcissistic views.
That's ridiculous. Listen, I'll tell you why that's ridiculous. Because when he goes into a narcissistic rage, he's consumed by it. He's wiping saliva off his mouth when he's raging at Marco. That's not acting. That's a sickness, and it's not even anger if you research it. Because they have this. He has his false self, which is ARCHIELUXURY. The beginning of his video, it's got the jets, it's got the tuxedo, it's got the grand piano. That's how he interacts with the world. He doesn't have a healthy ego. He thinks he's that person. So when you take that away from him, he goes into the narcissistic rage. That's not acting. He's not a humorist. He's not Howard Stern.
I think it does, because you need to see the viewers.
All right. Hey, I'm not talking to this guy. He's got his own show and he's got his own format. I'm not discussing it with him. I'll discuss it with you, but not with Marcelo. Anybody else, but not Marcelo.
Who would you like to discuss it with? Tan?
Alf Stewart? It could be. I don't care, but I don't need.
I just find it interesting that he posts in the comments. Like, the people that read those comments are not his family or anybody who's probably gonna.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. No. You'd be surprised.
I mean, I read the comments, and you got the usual trolls that are in there that are in the peanut gallery.
Listen, you're always going to have trolls, but there's also people that just read the comments. And there's people that have these guys in their lives. But I had one person reach out and say, "Hey, is this genetic?" Now, why would you ask?
Look.
All right, I don't want no discussion, Marcelo. You got your own channel. You got your own platform. I'm not going to talk to you. No, I'm not going to talk.
I have to interrupt everyone.
Let's keep it civil, guys. Come on.
I don't like what he's doing, because
I put it on mute. I'm not going to listen.
He's trying to ruin somebody's career by being an entertainer. And what you're saying is not cool and it's not right.
We've got super chats.
What you're saying is not cool and it's not right.
We have super chats.
I don't understand that narcissistic stuff. You know that? I'm not.
Man,
look,
I was just warming up.
The show is getting good. The show is getting good.
I was honestly scared for the first 10 minutes of it, and then I started to calm down, and I was going to start asking questions. But
because it's stupid, it's like, you know what? So I don't know. I mean, every comedian is supposed to go.
Marcelo, what Archie needs to do is change the name of the show from ARCHIELUXURY OG Live to ARCHIELUXURY NPD Live.
Let me ask you something, Archie.
I have to interrupt. We missed a super chat from DC and LV.
DC and LV, $2. We are so impressed by this diagnosis. Yeah, I gotta tell you, Bear has actually come out and said to me, we're both narcissistic. Of course we are.
Everyone's a narcissistic to a certain degree.
I mean,
you
Thomas G, €1, €2. Boot Snakester Dexter. Boot Snakester Dexter. Thomas.
No, let them on. If you want to continue saying,
I kind of thank you, Green Room, another time, Dexter. I gotta tell you, I didn't know the guy existed.
Well, he comments on every video, right? He always comments. But how long has he been doing that? Is my question.
He's obsessed.
Has he always done that, Art?
Character like Dexter's Laboratory. Is that him?
I kind of I don't dislike the guy.
Well, it seemed very interesting, and I'd like to see a conversation between the two of you.
I like the way these lunatics, Marcelo's attacking him. I don't talk to you.
You have a chance.
It's good to know Marcelo can drive everyone crazy. Both sides of the. But you raise a valid point. You raised a valid point. You said he's an act. He's doing YouTube as a business. This is his livelihood. It's not fair. It's like if you watch TV, do you say, "Oh, that person is real. It's not real.
No,
But-
and what is funny is that, listen, I am an expert in what I say, is that, don't talk, I'm talking, don't talk. I mean,
The doctor is
so,
in.
so 1 second, you blame Archie to be a crazy? You're behaving like a crazy yourself right now. I mean, what the heck?
Exactly.
Just by the way,
Tanzil, I think the expert on narcissists, Tanzil here.
I just don't understand why you guys give a fuck about this. Like, who cares?
Can I just add something? Can I just add something?
Tanzil, you've been to more Ferrari clubs. Which car owners are the most narcissistic?
Oh, Ferrari owners are the worst.
I
They are
thought
the
Corvette
absolute
owners are
worst.
bad too.
Followed by the Porsche owners.
I thought Corvette owners are really bad, Tam.
Corvette owners try to be, but they're just pretending, man.
Yeah, but they're pretty bad still, like personality-wise, right?
I don't know.
Don't worry. By the way, he also jumped on me and he said that I'm also a lunatic, so it's okay.
Can I also just add, by the way, when he said, when I said, okay, wait, what is NPD? He goes, hold on, I got the definition right here, and then you hear a bunch of papers like in the background. So
yeah,
who
he
knows
got
what's
that
going
from
on
the Healthline website, and it says one of the things is the traits is that they don't care for the needs in others, whereas Archie supplies showers and juices to ladies in Thailand.
Yes. Showers and juices and breakfasts.
That's right, mate.
Yes. It's I don't know what to say. You okay, Dis? If you're tired, you can go to sleep, Dis. You okay?
I'm fine, man. I'm fine.
Yeah, that's cool, man. By the way, Dis, I'm going to be giving you some money back when I get my Google money in, okay?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. You're a good guy. You know, actually, I'm really happy to see you. You're doing well. You're just cool. You know, you really mellowed out, and Tanzil, I got to be honest with you. I was about to quit paddock today.
Ooh.
Hello, Tan. Hello, Tan.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute.
Tan, I was about to quit paddock because of this. I got to be honest with you. I don't know if this is the brand I really love anymore. Tan.
Super chat.
Tanzil, $10. Sorry for what I said yesterday. I was angry and frustrated by your attempts to increase the super chats. When you push people to the limit, you sometimes need to take responsibility for the results. Feel very used.
I just needed to hear you, like, you know, I got the message. I just wanted to hear you, like, read it out loud.
Yes.
Yeah, why did you send that to everyone?
Dude, why do you, like, these guys streamed with you for like 6 months? I was telling Bear earlier, I said, you know what, like, the guy who really got the shit out of the stick is Clyde. The guy streamed with you for years, 4 years, and these randos like stream with you for 6 months, and you're like every show you're angry at them. Like,
it's because they got the leads, Tan.
What leads, man?
They got the
like,
leads. They got 70,000.
Like, come on, man.
Tan, it's all about the leads, all right?
Jeez,
Greenland's
can't
gonna
believe
get
this
leads
shit.
next, mate.
Like, why do you even like mention these guys? They're insignificant.
You know what? You're 100% right. Maybe I'm a narcissist, like Lexter Dexter says.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You know, like, I think to him, it's like, dude, like, what's wrong with that? Okay, cool. Thanks. Move on. Like,
You know
thanks.
what?
Move on.
I wanted him to keep going.
Archie, if you are, this is rating gold.
Ronnie Paul wants the link.
Ronnie Paul. I love Ronnie Paul, by the way. I need to. By the way, Tan, my dad got the Pfizer yesterday.
The Pfizer.
Yes, he got
man.
the injection. He got the vaccine.
Good.
It's just becoming too difficult. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. It's just a hassle.
Look, on the paddock thing, like, look,
I'm disappointed.
I understand why they did it, because the Nautilus is the hottest model right now, and Paddock has a very long relation. I think Tiffany was the first retailer to sell Paddock, I think, in the U.S., in New York.
Yes, it's the longest. I think it's one of the longest relationship with any reseller is to this day is Tiffany,
which is before even the Stern family owned Paddock. Like, this was Paddock himself who signed the agreement with Tiffany, in New York.
It was hard back then.
Yeah, like, look, I get it, right? Like, it makes sense from that perspective. Like, look, does it turn me off the brand? No. Like, look, it's a hot watch, and Tiffany customers are important to them. Like, it makes business sense.
We've got a couple more people here. Look at this who's joined here. We've got General Sard.
Marcelo, shut your fucking mouth.
Remember there was a singer called Tiffany, mate. I think we're alone now was a song.
Think we're alone now.
That's the one.
What's going on, Lonnie Paul?
What's up, Tan?
How you doing? It's been a long time.
Yeah, eh?
I gotta ask you, Tan. Would you ever get out of the hobby itself? There, we had our good friend James from Showcase. He said he's had enough.
Look, a lot of people are getting priced out of the hobby is one thing.
And I want to say to you very quickly, Tan, I want to thank you too for flying the flag at the Rolex Forum for me.
Yes, of course. Look,
I tried desperately to answer your questions on the 5035 and how it will come back and how it'll be a classic, but I can't post.
You know what? Like, when it comes to people in the market, like a lot of people are getting priced out. Those that want to collect Rolex, but they just can't afford to get into that piece. And I'm not saying that's James, for example, but I do know a lot of people that are just turned off by it, and they're just like, look, I can't get what I want, so what's the point, right? And they just kind of move on to other things. So, I understand that, but that is really the unfortunate part about the hobby is, it's really turning into a lot of speculators, a lot of people who are afraid to use their watches because, oh my God, it's an investment and I don't want to lose money. I always say, look, if you're worried about losing money on a watch, you can't afford that watch. Totally honest with you.
100%. 100%. I'll tell you, I had an interesting phone call with a guy. He got a small inheritance. He's a waiter in New York, right? And he said to me, he desperately wants a 5167. That's the Aquanaut, steel Aquanaut on the rubber.
Right.
And I said, man, for the price of that, that's a hype watch. I said, if it wasn't hyped, would you still love it? He said, oh, yeah, I definitely always love it. It's the design. Okay.
Man, these are the same guys who are like, oh, back when the Aquanaut was not popular, they didn't want the Aquanaut.
It was
they
a
wanted
dog.
the Nautilus. Yeah, these are the same people. Everybody who says this, I asked that question yesterday, and I like Mike the Snake, but I'm like, if Rolex lost 80% or it was trash, nobody wanted it. If it was, let's say it was Oris, would you actually collect it? Like everyone's like, hey, I totally would. Like bullshit, man. Come on.
So do I think it is?
That's Sheen. That's O'Sheen.
What O'Sheen? YouTube star celebrity.
Hey Archie, how's it going?
Hey, how's those pizza boxes?
Look, don't talk to me about that. I'll just want to talk about. I think this Tiffany dial Nautilus is a genius move by Paddock. It stops riffraff from buying quality wristwatches.
By the way, just out of interest, it's 2 for Tuesday at Pizza Hut. Just out of interest, there. Not that I eat that sort of food.
Yeah,
2 for Tuesday, Pizza Hut deal.
Archie doesn't eat that food, guys.
No. I got to tell you, you know what? It's Tan. The whole hobby has turned to shit. See, there's no rules. You go into a Rolex AD, you can't buy this stuff. And you don't know how to ask, excuse me, could I please get a Pepsi or a Batman or a Panda? They will laugh at you, Tan. There's a certain etiquette.
Yeah, and I think the unfortunate part is a lot of people play into this, right? Like, I think at one point in time, your whole shtick was about value retention, but it was at a different time in the market. It was at a time when you say retail for suckers. Like, you wouldn't go pay retail, you'd get a discount, right? Like, buy it
100%.
But now it's like, if you get it for retail, you're not the sucker, right? Like, it's
incredible.
It's better to get it at retail than go gray market.
Yeah, but like a lot of people don't even understand the financials behind it. Like, the whole, I want to appease my AD and bring them fucking cinnamon buns because I'm Tim Wright. Like, man, you could literally go buy that gray market and save some money. Like,
and also save some pride.
Yeah, like, look,
it's embarrassing to suck up to ADs, don't you think? It's embarrassing.
Well, it's stupid. Playing the game is just, it's stupid. There are people that are fortunate that have, had a relationship with an AD for a long time prior to the boom, right? And they're benefiting, and for them, yeah, like, do you? That's fine. But those that are trying to do this right now and buying stuff that they don't want just to get things like that, like spending inordinate amount of money, just go buy from the great dealer. Like you just, I don't know. I don't see the point of it.
Can I ask you something? Do you find it hard? Because you've had many amazing things. You had a 15-400 or a 300?
300.
Which I think the 300 is better, by the way.
Good
You
chat.
also had a 5711.
I did. Blue dial.
Do you ever fucking regret this and think, why the fuck did I sell it? Fuck, I made a mistake. Do you do that, or?
You got a chat from Woody New Yorker here. Super
Woody
chat.
New Yorker. Here we go. Ryan Logs Life. $5. Good to have the OG tan. The man back on. Arch. I just bought the moon watch again after selling 2 years ago. Please scream, man on the fucking moon! Man on the fucking moon.
I haven't seen Woody New Yorker in a long time, but it's good to have him back.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, like, look, do I regret selling them? Not really. Like, they were, for the time, the prices that I got them for, I got like the 15300 for like 14,000 Canadian. You know, so like, what, that's 11.5 US, call it 12K US.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And this was in I think it was 2015. So like, I mean, yeah, was the watch worth that much money at the time? Probably. But when it's like 40K USD right now, like, I don't know, the opportunity cost to buy other things out there that are just nicer. Like, there's better watches than basic, you know, freehand movements and stuff like that. Like,
we got Doc BBW on. Hey, Doc, great to have you here.
Doc BBW.
I'm having my LSD flashback right now because Ann Zeal's on. I don't know what's.
Yes.
They promised they would happen.
We've all been diagnosed for NPD, and I don't think any of us care.
Speak for yourself, Tim.
No, I just
he said everybody on the
you
panel is NPD. Or...
What fragrance is that? It's killing me. What fragrance did you get there?
Actually, I got a few fragrances arrived in the mail
show us
today.
what you got. Show us what you got.
That's because you're a narcissist.
This is my favorite by far of the bunch.
I'm not talking to you, all right?
Ooh, Lagerfeld Classic.
It's a cheapie. It's I think this is fantastic. It's like powdery and ambery.
Okay.
It's for riffraff people.
You don't want to talk to me? I don't want to talk to you. You don't want to talk to me? I don't want to talk to you.
Look, I think he gave the same opinion about Donald Trump, and in the end, the guy became a president. So if Archie going to be the next president of Australia, being a narcissist, fuck me, no problem.
I must say, while Tanzeel's on, even if he's muted, when are you going to come and join me for happy hour? Push me in the direction of some nice
woman. Oh my God, that was a story. That was a story I went with Doc.
How a pig doctor deal with a whale doctor? This is actually cool.
No, he was very accommodating. I was in his town for work, and you know, Jin flew in. Jin was like, flights are cheap, so I'll fly in, and Doc was super accommodating. Like, you know, gave me a ride in the M3 and
you guys got to do it again. I just had it detailed for you.
I know it was great, and I had a really good time then. And I think that even when Jin was there, he went out and did some watch shopping or window shopping there. He was looking at an Explorer 1016.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And we got
Tan,
AJ in the mix too. So
Tan, I want to ask you something, Tan.
Yes.
Huvi Tavash, who I love, Tavash. And also Ed Boland from VinWiki.
Right.
They all flogged their collection. They dumped their collection. They're kind of saying market's super high, prices are crazy. We got EVs coming out, gasoline problems. Let's dump the whole collection. Would you ever do that now?
Well, if I was them, I would, because look, like they bought all those cars. Like they buy like the most beat up cars. And they fix them and then they flip them, right? So, I mean, that's their whole goal is to flip cars. So, of course, if the market is hot right now.
But in your case, you could make money, couldn't you?
Yeah, I was offered about 30K more than I bought the Huracan for about a week or two ago. And, you know, it was the kind of tough part is like, well, you sell it, but then everything else is expensive too. So it doesn't really make sense to do that. Like if you're willing to sell it and then wait till maybe the shortage of chips kind of goes down and there's more new cars in the market, sure. But you know, for me, I enjoy my car, and you know, like I said, just same thing with watches, right? Like if you really are worried about losing money on any of these things, you really can't afford them. You can't afford them. Like it's the truth of the matter is you're scared of losing money. Now that's different than, you know, you don't like to lose money. Nobody likes to lose money, right? But if it's truly at a point where you're scared to use things, oh, I don't want to take my sub in water because I might damage it, guys. Like, come on,
it's ridiculous.
Like, who are these jokers that you're so like infatuated with, sending these messages to us saying, you know, I apologize, or, you know, I'm mad about this. Like, come on, man, these guys won't even take their watches in water. Like, talk some sense into you, buddy.
I know, Tan, it's really great to have you here. You know, I got to tell you.
Yeah, where you been, man? Where you been?
You know what? I've just been, just crazy busy, and so Archie wasn't there. So,
what the thing is, Tan, if you could get out of your cars, maybe you could get some amazing watches for it.
I could, but it's balanced, right? Like I enjoy both. I enjoy cars and I enjoy watches, right? So I think that if I was all in cars or all in watches, then like it would be, you know, it would be difficult. I think I really.
Here we got one for Tan here, fella. $2 Tan profile, 35-year-old hedge funder in New York with a FP Jaune CB.
So what I'm thinking is
Chronometer de Blue.
Yeah, if I was to profile someone like that, I think it's a kid who grew up in Jamboree Heights, who, you know, who really made it, went to Brisbane Grammar School, you know, made it to the US and spruiked and hustled his way, you know, in life. And like he was able to get, no, I know fella got that FPJ before like the boom and stuff like that. So he's really making good money out of it. He's a good collector and a good fan of the show.
Hey, do you ever watch the Nick Murray show? The Nick Murray channel?
He's the Kiwi guy who's all about Porsches. Yeah.
Could I ask you, why the fuck has he returned so many Porsches? Why have they what is he just super anal, or what is it?
I don't know if he's anal. I know he's had some issues with them, and he's got a good relationship with his dealer. So, you know, he's like you, right? He's a YouTuber, and you know, he gets, unlike you, he gets preferential treatment by his dealers. So yeah, like he
actually has money to buy stuff. See, I don't have any money to buy anything.
I think he lives in Connecticut or something like that. He's not poor, that guy.
No, he's a CIO, I think, isn't he? Chief Information Officer or something.
I like his videos though. Like he does. If you like Porsche, like that's, you know, it's a good channel to watch. I'd also recommend. I've been telling this before. The Porsche Cooled podcast on Apple Music is pretty good. It's a bunch of Australian guys who talk about, you know, the Porsche market, and you know, they do give a good Australian perspective. So it's interesting to hear.
Oh, it's fucked. Porsche market here is ridiculous.
So he's a mirror world version of Archie Luxury. He's sort of like
no, this guy,
deep pocket, infinite bank account.
What's happened here, Tanzil? What's happened here is, whereas I could have struggled and got into the Porsche market, right?
Yeah.
Those dreams have been taken away. Like, I'll give you an example. Mercedes-Benz, right? Say I was looking at buying my dad's C200, right?
Right.
He's got about 40,000 Ks on it. It's 3 and a bit years old. Okay, he's got fucking curb rash and a few little... He's fucking hopeless, my old man. He's not a good driver. He's 70-something, okay?
Right.
That second hand should be 35,000.
See, the problem,
but it's not. It's 50 now. It's 50 because the new model, they're no longer. Mercedes-Benz is selling at full retail, full sticker. Porsche, you know, you can buy a second-hand Porsche more expensive than a new Porsche because there's no stock. You want to buy, and when I'm talking Porsche, I'm not talking a 911. I'm talking like a Boxster, okay?
So baby narcissist, like baby narcissist Porsche.
I mean,
Porsche is the Rolex in cars, Yanni, now?
I think Mercedes-Benz is the Rolex of cars. I think Porsche itself, I'll be honest with you, Porsche is unobtainable. And I got to be honest with you, I went to the dealer. I don't like the dealer vibe. They're a bunch of jerks. This was a couple of years ago. I went there. They're real pretentious as fuck. How do you find that, Tan?
I mean, the dealers are... I mean, I have good relationships with certain dealers, and I never really had a problem. The Lamborghini dealer here near me is actually really good. They're very open about people coming in, and there's always people coming in just to take photos, and they're very accommodating to that. They have some really rare cars too. I think they have like they have the Veneno in there, which is like a 1 of 3.
How do they sort bullshit from real people who can actually buy the stuff? How do they sort the wheat from the chaff?
Yeah, usually people that are actually looking. Well, oftentimes there are not as many people these days going in just walking in. It's mostly appointments, so they'll know who's there. Like when I went there for an appointment, like it was all set up. But yeah, like at the end of the day, they understand that the buyer could be anybody these days. It doesn't have to be someone wearing a suit or. You can be in there in sweatpants, walking in and just
rapper.
Yeah, like you could be anybody, and they're actually pretty good about that. So,
but the question is, does it, for example, like a Rolex store, do you have to have connections or relationship or some that you buy more to get a specific car, or they just if you have the money, buy it, no problem?
That's a good question with the Porsche that you got, because the Porsche you got is not the average Porsche.
Archie's got 2 super chats, another one from Fella, and then there's another one.
Okay, here we go. We got one from Fella. Fella, $2. Arch, drink another coffee, please. Thank you.
Archie, I'm going to sleep.
Hey, I want to thank you for coming on this, man. You're looking well, man. You're looking well.
Man.
I would seriously, I love your watches. Just keep what you got. Slow down. Enjoy it. And man, I tell you honestly, these nasty bitches there, that was pretty nasty. I think that was awful,
Yeah,
but
man.
you handled it well.
Thank you so much.
And I mean, look, you know what? I reckon just go overseas for a while. That's what I'd fucking do. Build a few watches. Go over, but just take it easy at the moment. Okay, man. Good night. Yankee Doodle, $2. Who's the bigger jerk, the BMW or Porsche driver?
What happened to Yankee Doodle's wrench? I heard about this. Like, it's a long-term guy here.
Is he okay to have a wrench for or not?
I think so. Yankee Doodle's fine.
You got a wrench, haven't you, Tam?
I do. Yankee Doodle's been here a long time. He's
good.
He's
you know who we don't want to have a wrench? We do not want Ron the Shrink to have a wrench.
Oh my God, Ron the Shrink. That guy wants his wrench so bad. Every day I hear about it.
I love Ron. You know that he's a nice guy. Ron's a great guy. I got it. What happened to Green Room? Where's he gone? Where's Green Room gone?
I don't know.
Tan, I got to tell you this, man. What the fuck is happening? Do you think it's the wrong vibe is with these things now? Like Lamborghini is moving into speculators and people like that? Is it?
It's
like,
not.
You're a true car enthusiast. I'll be honest with you. You've had many amazing things. You had some BMWs.
Yeah, I've had an M4. Yeah.
You had the Porsches.
How easy was it to get the GT3?
So I bought a GT3 that was a paint to sample. It was maybe one of like 4 or 5 in the world. It was difficult to get. It's actually on VinWiki on the app, is under some like rare Porsche list. I didn't get it. Like I didn't buy it new. I bought it second. I bought it in the secondary market. I was, probably the second. I think it was the second owner of it. It's just I haven't seen it come to market after that, especially even in this boom. So I'm a little surprised. But yeah, it wasn't.
I misunderstood. I thought you got it new, and I thought it meant that you brought in some, homemade biscuits and some other things.
No.
So who's the biggest jerk, BMW or Porsche drivers?
Bigger jerk? I would say Porsche drivers, to be honest with you.
See, I'm going to go with BMW, man. I've got both, but
I've dealt with a lot of like jackass Porsche drivers.
Well, it's a different question, actually. I was thinking of the narcissist in me rather than the jerk in me.
There's 3 stages of Porsche ownership, Tan. When you buy a new Porsche, it's a Porsche with an E.
Yeah.
When it's a second hand, it's a Porsche.
Porsche.
And when it's a third hand owner, it's a Porker.
That's a good one.
Porsche, and Porker. Toyota Mo, $5. Mute Marcelo, please. Lex, you are an expert or another YouTube doctor.
He's just a pleb.
It's good to see Toyota Mo around. I like that guy.
I love Toyota Mo. I fucking miss him. You know that? He's got a wrench, hasn't he? He's got a wrench, doesn't he?
I
don't know.
Dexter is just a pleb.
I got to tell you that.
Was that
Toyota
OG?
Mo? If Toyota Mo doesn't have a wrench, I might give him one.
No, he does. He does. He has one.
Okay, good. Because he's. I love Toyota Mo. I love you, Toyota Mo. I'd love to have him on the show. He doesn't come on, does he? Toyota Mo doesn't come on.
I don't think he's come on yet.
Doc, don't you think Lexter's the type to go around Europe with a crappy backpack, staying in crappy hostels?
Eating pizza out of boxes.
The pigeons in St. Mark's Square wouldn't even touch with a barge pole.
Pine Baron, $5. The Lamborghini Urus is the sign of the end. Is the sign of the end of times. Financial collapse is near. Way too much money floating around the planet. What do you think there, Tan? You're the expert.
Yeah, look, Porsche did this. Porsche did the same thing, right? They
did so well. That's become the top seller. Is the Macan and the
exactly.
Cayenne.
And the Urus, I believe, is the most produced Lamborghini out there now. It's surpassed the Huracan. So, I mean,
what about I thought the Gallardo was the Gallardo.
No, the Gallardo used to be back when it was in recent times, and then the Huracan was the next one because these are the V10s, right? They produce more of the V10s than they do the V12s, and then now it's the Urus, which is the SUV. So, like, look, these brands are using. They look at the market and they say, well, there are buyers out there that want SUVs, so why not capitalize on it? You see Mercedes, banking off the G-Wagon. So,
yep. They've all been doing it.
I got to tell you, I really dislike SUVs.
Oh, me too. I hate SUVs.
I think, if you know a little bit about physics, inertia and physics, to go fast, you really want to be as low as possible. That's why people lower their car, by the way, is to be as low as possible, is the center of gravity. It's that inertia point. What's happened with a lot of these SUVs, they use software to compensate. So, if you go back to the 1970s, the reason people didn't like SUVs, they handled like a bus. Okay. If you went around a corner fast, you'd end up on your roof.
Well, that's the interesting thing. Even with the software, there's still physics involved in stopping, and so the stopping distance is still pretty huge.
I have a Porsche Macan Turbo, and I mean, it's a fast SUV, but
the Macan is actually
it's a smaller SUV. The turbo is fast, and you know what? You still they try to pitch it as like, oh, it's like having a 911 or a sports car. It's not.
It's not.
It really is not. Like,
it's kind of like having sports mode.
Even a Taycan isn't like having a 911. I mean, it's huge too.
I mean, the Taycan's the electric car, right?
Yeah. I mean,
have you sampled electric? What do you think of electric? Is that the future?
A lot of my family members have Teslas, and like, look, I have nothing against electric vehicles.
No soul, Tan, no soul.
That's the point, right? Is like, the sound of an engine, and that plays a big part in the emotion of driving, right? Is hearing the engine, hearing the exhaust note, like it's very important. That's why.
What about BMW fake noise? You can always pipe that in.
And they got absolutely slaughtered for doing that. That to the point where people had to turn it off. I had it on my M4. I turned it off because
I'd get rid of it.
Who wants fake noise? Like it's stupid, right? So it's.
Tan can tell you, mine doesn't need fake noise.
Not the E46. No, the E46. That is the golden age of BMW. I think the E46 M3 is definitely my second favorite after the E30. But
yeah, the E30. The M3, that was only a 4-cylinder. Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
2.3 liter 4-cylinder.
You got a super chat from CB.
CB's a great guy. CB, $5. Why do Porsche people think about the new Panamera Turbo? What do Porsche people think about the new Panamera Turbo S hybrid?
Panamera it has a purpose, right? It's not something that I really ever. I know people who own them, and they are looking for alternatives to Mercedes luxury vehicles. And I think a lot of people, when they buy cars that are not the 911, they're trying to get the 911, right? They're trying to attach themselves to the 911, right? Because Porsche is the 911, right?
But with compromise.
Exactly. Right? You got the Cayman owner that wants a sports car but doesn't want to go pay the money for a 911, right?
So 911 is the Rolex Submariner, something like that.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to say that even like that, because Rolex has so many models that are iconic that it's whereas Porsche, it's the 911 is the icon. right? The Cayman's not an icon. The Boxer's not an icon. Not the Panamera.
But the 911 is probably the greatest sports / supercar of all time.
I wouldn't call it a supercar. It's definitely. No. I would definitely say it's. To me, it's the greatest sports car of all time. I don't think everybody.
See, when I say sports car, I think of a Miata.
It becomes a supercar when you're looking at a GT3 or a GT2. Wouldn't you agree with that?
The GT2 100%. RS is probably like, look, supercar is, when people talk about supercar, it means a lot more than just like the figures, right? Like a Nissan GTR is, you know, can destroy all those cars.
I'm just going for a toilet break. I'll just be 2 seconds.
That's fine. You know,
see, we got him worked up for a toilet break. That's what
you know. It's not a supercar, right? Like supercars also have the level of like an exotic look and being very exclusive and a lot of things, right? There's a lot of factors that go into what people define a supercar as. 911 is a great sports car. It's an iconic sports car. It's a sports car that's been around, you know, forever, since the 60s, I believe. I
hate to say this, but I was more impressed with your GT3 than your Lambo.
You know, I'm not surprised. A lot of people said the same thing when I was buying the Lamborghini. A lot of folks were, you know, like I have a lot of friends in the car community here where I live, and they were like, "Don't do it." You know, they were like, "The GT3 RS is a better car," and it is.
Not just that, but well, you know where I live, I've seen more Lambos than GT3.
Yeah, like it kind of depends where you are. To me, it was look at the time there was no tracks that were open during lockdown, so driving a GT3 RS on the street, you're not really getting that much more out of it than you get from a regular 911.
True.
Whereas, you know, a Huracan is a street car. It's not built for track. That's not the purpose of it. Right? Lamborghini's never cared about. They never cared about.
Nope, it's not 0 to 60. That's it. That's true.
Yeah, they cared about top speed. They cared about you know, road presence. They cared about sound. They cared about looks, right? And the big difference between the two when you drive them is oftentimes the Lamborghini brings out a lot of, you know, it really moves people. It brings emotion out of other people, which is pretty interesting to see. You know, whereas the Porsche, it's a 911. People don't know the difference between a GT3 RS with a wing, you know, and a regular 911, right? So
I was about to say maybe it's like, oh, we're all watch nerds, whereas most people don't care. So
what's funny because in the peanut gallery there's this whole debate about, is it a supercar, is it not a supercar, you know, this and that, right? So it's debatable. Everyone kind of perceives it differently. I believe it's still.
I think it's a supercar if you're into cars.
Yeah, like, look,
but I agree that the Lambo, it's easier to recognize instantly or almost instantly as a supercar.
When I recommend watches to people and they say, what should I get? I always say get a sub. You know, if you're going to buy one watch, you're going to keep forever. If that's the only watch you're going to get, and you want to get a really nice luxury watch, get a sub. You know.
But now I'm going to ask you, as a Lambo owner, what do you think about the Roger Dubuis? Because they did cooperate now with Lamborghini in the creating.
I mean, Tag's done collaborations with Porsche. Like, you know, to me, is Roger Dubuis a good watchmaker? Absolutely, right. Is it for me? No. From a watch perspective, I don't have an interest in their pieces.
Did you saw the Huracan models? I think they did like crazy models for the.
Like again, I kind of separate watches and cars. You know, like they're complementary in a certain way, but like it's not going to influence me just because they're a brand affiliate to say, oh well, you know, if Hamilton decided to link up with BMW, is it going to influence me to get a Hamilton? Probably not. I look at the Hamilton for what it's worth, and the BMW.
It's like most people who drive Bentleys don't wear Breitlings, do they?
Yeah, like it's, you know, some people that aspire to these brands will definitely that will definitely you know, get that. But Pavel's saying in the chat, I need to get a Diablo. We didn't have Huracan Porsche. It's a fair point. I love the Diablo actually. I just saw a photo of a twin turbo Diablo in Toronto, which is like a one of, I think it's 3, like Lamborghini.
You know, I've been in a Diablo, Tan.
They're one of my favorite cars.
Were you able to fit in that, Archie?
Archie,
I'm not being offensive. I'm just asking.
No, it's actually it's surprising how little storage space there is in it. That was the red one, by the way. Remember the guy I sold my 503.5 to? He had a Diablo.
I think a lot of people misinterpret. They kind of look at those cars and they project that the new cars are like that, which isn't really true. You know, they're like, oh, you can't get you shouldn't get this car because they break down or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the Huracan, there's 200,000 mile Huracans out there. There's a guy in Canada who's in Toronto who has 100,000 kilometer performante. It's, I think,
I
only
heard somebody did 1,000,000 kilometers actually.
Archie talked about somebody who's had rebuilt engines, but these are people I'm talking about.
Actually, this was a guy who had he had the 3500 Lamborghini. You know, the original, one of the early series. Okay,
like
3500. Sorry,
these cars and these even watches, right? Like modern technology around these are going to change. You know, people talk about, like, they compare Submariners today with a ceramic bezel to one that has an aluminum bezel. You know, and look, the ceramic bezel is going to, you know, if you take care of it, is going to not fade. You know, it's going to, you know, have some longevity.
One of my favorite stories is there's been a few Porsche stories have come out of late. There was a story of a guy who had a 912. That's the 4-cylinder 911.
Yeah.
He used to work at Ford. Then he went on vacation with his wife to Europe. He got it on European delivery program, and he took he picked up the 912. He went everywhere. Then he couldn't sell it because he loved it so much. Would you be the sort of person who could keep a car and say, right, this is it, I'm just going to keep this car, I don't care what it costs, what I need to do, it's just staying with me, that's it, and just have a long life with a car? Could you do that? Or
I look at, you know, it's kind of like with Bear Clooney's search for the perfect watch, right? Like it's a tough thing to go under. And like, I think that in the 911's case, you know, they're very reliable cars. They're cars that can be taken care of and have a long life. I think the Huracan's a car like that. It's a car that has a lot of very good reliability. So what's interesting is you see very few Gallardos that are over 40,000 miles, right? But there are Huracans out there that are 200,000 miles. So what it's saying is that these are cars that you can enjoy for a lot longer, and you don't garage queen them. You don't need to keep them keep them on low miles and take care of them as much as the old cars you had to, right? So I think it's giving people a lot more accessibility into that. Just like watches, right? Watches with better technology these days are going to likely last longer than watches of the 40s and 50s.
Yeah. Tan, are you going to get some more paddocks? Tell me, Tan.
If I'm going to get another paddock, it's going to be a grand complication.
Can you get a 5035 again?
An annual calendar? Look, I enjoyed the annual calendar. I would say it's one of the best watches. It's a usable complication, right? It's complication.
There's a video. Apparently, one's mentioned in CRM's latest video.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Some guy came in and said, "Oh, these are very undervalued."
Absolutely.
How about a 5170 Tan? How about a 50?
You know, chronograph. To me, the ideal chronograph is the Speedmaster Moon watch. I'm not a big Daytona fan, you know that, and you know, 5170.
You liked it when you had mine on your wrist.
Oh, I did. Like, it's a good watch. Don't get me wrong; it's not a bad watch. But if I'm looking, I'm not a big chronograph guy, anyways. So if I'm looking at a chronograph to own, which I'm actually wearing right now, is the 3861 Speedy or any Speedy Moon watch. I think are just they're great bang for buck, and they're great chronographs.
Tan, your Lamborghini mechanic rings you. And at what point do you start screaming? What prices do you start saying, fuck?
You know what's really expensive?
10,000? Yes.
Everyone taught. So the Huracan is supposed to have 70% of its parts are interchangeable with the R8. Right?
Yes.
So I'll tell you a story. So I lowered my car this year, and it's a simple job. I lowered it on springs. I didn't even go coilovers. There's a brand called Novatech that makes a spring kit for this car, and it's fine. Anyways, so I take it to a mechanic who's a Ferrari mechanic and who has worked on lowering another Huracan that's a friend of mine's. Anyway, so what ends up happening is that when you take the shock apart to put the spring on, there's a connector that connects the magnetic ride, which is the dampening. And he actually stripped the connection when he took it out, which is, I mean, it's possible. It happens. It depends very quickly. So he calls me up, and, you know, a lot of mechanics will just lie. You know, he called me up. He's like, look, totally my fault. I stripped the line. And the issue is that Lamborghini does not sell parts for the shocks. I actually have to buy you a $4,000 shock. $4,000 for one shock.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the job that he was gonna make maybe like $600-700 installing springs. He ended up losing money, but he was an honest person because he's like, look, I don't feel right, lying about it. He's like, it was my fault. So you just gotta have a mechanic that's honest, right?
So it's just like watches. You need somebody honest when you're purchasing your watches.
Yeah, like an engine you can buy for about $30K USD. You don't have, you can shop around. There's a lot of places, Archie, you can buy parts off of wrecked cars. Like let's say the wreck happened in the front and you need a piece from the rear, right? Like, you need to buy shocks or whatever from the rear. You can buy them quite inexpensively. The difficult part is that mine's a rear wheel drive Huracan. So they have different parts in those cars in the all-wheel version. So it is a bit different to get parts.
Tell me this.
The other difficult part is it's a Lambo, so there aren't too many of them crashing, and you need to sell some parts off.
What happened to your friend Fed? Why did he get rid of the California?
Didn't he say something about servicing and service costs? Like,
yeah, but
look, trust me, the Huracan, the spark plugs cost $40 per spark plug, and there's 10 of them. So, like, $40 for a spark plug is a bit of highway robbery, the Lambo tax. But like, look, yeah, again, right? It's like servicing grand complications, right? Like, second you got to send that in for service, a lot of people kind of are like, well, no, or even an AP. See, that servicing cost an AP, people can own them, but the second you got to service them, sometimes it's too expensive for them, right?
Yeah. So tell me this, with the Lamborghini itself, what price would you start screaming with as far as repairs? 4,000?
No, 4,000. No,
that's
4,000 is like close to a service cost on a major service, I would say.
I'm guessing 10,000.
So interesting point is when I bought the Lamborghini, they only come with 3-year warranties, by the way, and I bought a 2018. This was this year, so 2020. So it was at the end of its warranty. The warranty was running out right after I bought it. So I'd asked them. I asked a famous YouTuber. There's a girl who does YouTube on Lamborghinis. Her name's Heather Ballantyne. I texted her and I said, "Hey, like, is it worth me getting the only extended warranty they're going to give you is for 1 year?" And she's like, "Look, it's going to cost you like probably $6 or $7 grand to get that. On top of them having to do an inspection." So like, she's like, "Look, what I'd recommend is just keep 10 grand aside for any repairs if you ever need." She's like, "You're likely not going to need it, but if you ever do." Right? Like, these engines are pretty bulletproof on these cars, and like the only I think big repair cost you're going to come into is probably like leaking shocks, because the magnetic ride's known to leak, but that's about it.
How much is an oil change?
Standard oil change is not that expensive, right? $1,000.
Brakes are expensive. Brakes and rotors would be dear.
Brakes will be expensive if you have the ceramic brakes.
Oh, you don't have the ceramic.
I have the steel brakes because of the fact
ceramic's a bitch. The problem, ceramic's only good once it's warmed up. When it's cold and that, they're awful.
They're supposed to last longer if you don't track the car. But yeah, like if you got warped rotors or something like that, yeah, you're gonna have a problem with ceramics. Like, look, steel brakes are cheap. And cheap's a relative term, but compared to ceramics, they're cheap
and durable.
Neo asks, I've owned a lot of have you owned a lot of rear-wheel drive cars over the years? Do you live in BC? I don't live in BC. I live in Ontario. Where in Canada can you get away with rear-wheel drive other than BC? You can drive rear-wheel drive in the winter. It's less so about the snow. It's more so about the salt on the roads.
Sirocco Sales, how are you, Sirocco?
Good, mate. Sorry it fell off before. I had a phone call which went on for...
Man, that's okay, man. We love you. That's okay, man. Look, we got I don't know what happened to Green Room. Where did Green Room go? I don't know what happened to him. It might have been microwaved his phone or something. I got to tell you, Tan, it's always been amazing to... Lamborghini is a brand, I think. Ferrari was just always an amazing brand. Lamborghini was just the extra layer of just extreme. Do you still get that kick out of it?
You got a super chat from CB.
Super chat, CB, $5. If you get used to ceramic brakes, you are ruined for life.
So he's right, because you don't get brake dust from ceramic brakes. And they are good. Like, they do have bite on them. Like, I would agree with that. Like, I hate brake dust.
They're noisy though, right? They squeal.
Some of them do. Some of them, I've had, like on my Porsche, they didn't. Some people say they do. So it's kind of, it depends. Look, you ask about Lamborghini and Ferrari. Like Ferrari owners are so scared to drive their cars because of the depreciation you get with mileage.
When can I come back to the Rolex Forum, Tan?
Whenever Patty lets you back, I don't know if Patty's ever going to let you back.
And whatever happened to, we were talking about this deal at what's his name, Govberg's. I never got the poster, and I never heard anything back from them.
Yeah, we should. I should reach out to Brian and see what's going on with that.
This really is a flashback. It really is a flashback.
Well, it's because Clyde went on their show and said you owe Archie a poster, and I think Tim wasn't sure. He didn't know why he had to do that, but because Brian.
It's only what now? 5 years ago.
A couple of years, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
The Govberg people are good. So Archie actually was. You were in Hong Kong, right? When then you went to visit them in Hong Kong.
They didn't know who I was.
Oh, I bet they knew.
Oh, for sure they do.
They might play like they don't know, but
they had a nice office there. The office was amazing. They're really quite nice people, actually. But Hong Kong itself, they got a showroom in the middle of a building. It's quite interesting. It's on the central side there. But I got to tell you, Tan, if you had a choice of watches or cars, what would it be?
Watches or cars?
Yeah.
I would take watches.
Watches.
Yeah. Like, look, I enjoy cars in the summer because where I live, it's cyclical. You can really enjoy your cars mostly in the summer, unless you live where Ronnie lives, and you can probably get by in Toronto. But
and you've owned many stuff. What do you think is the best bang per buck on a budget if you want to have an amazing car experience? What would you recommend?
Miata's not bad. A lot of people enjoy Miatas.
Yeah,
a lot of people track Miatas. They're not expensive. They're a roadster. People enjoy them. I have nothing to
a new Miata in Australia can be $50,000. $50,000. It's a nothing. Yeah, that's like Canadian dollars. That's not US, but so expensive. Everything is dear now. It's. I don't know what the answer is.
At your point in life,
Sirocco's looking at buying a fancy car. He was looking at the Jaguar, weren't you, Sirocco?
Jaguar.
Oh, I was thinking about an SUV. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of forgetting anything at the moment until I come back from my trip.
Yeah, beautiful work there. It's yeah. I got to tell you, Tan, what do you mainly wear with the Lamborghini?
Lamborghini, I'll usually wear Rolex. I go to car meets and everyone's wearing Rolexes, unfortunately, at those meets. And you know what? I enjoy Rolexes. Like, I enjoy wearing them when I go out.
I actually recommend them a Roger Dubuis for that.
Well, because he asked me, he says, "Why don't you wear Roger Dubuis?" Because they have an affiliation with Lamborghini. And I'm like, for the same reason I don't wear Tag Heuer, because they have an affiliation with Porsche, because I think they're garbage watches. Like, it's not for me, right? So
they're an aspirational brand. They're kind of trying to pitch in there, aren't they?
Yeah, like outside of the Monaco, I don't really find anything that's that interesting in Tag Heuer. I did find that the Tourbillon they made was interesting, but like it got Paddock all angry and a bunch of brands all angry because they were doing it was a $15,000.
Monaco is not Tag Heuer. Monaco used to be Heuer. Actually.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the Tourbillon, the Tag Heuer did a couple years ago. It got all the big brands, really angry because they were doing it relatively cheap Tourbillon for like 15 G's.
I think their Ottavia, Ottavia Panda would be nice if it wasn't quite so fat. If it was a little bit more of a reissue piece, that might be good.
I'm always an opportunity cost guy though, right? If you're spending $3, $4, $5 like there's other pieces out there that are better. That you'd probably
they screw up, I think, back in the 90s or something, that Archie once said that they actually took from Seiko, they copied the movement or something.
Well, no, they had a deal. They had and you remember they had that scandal with Tag Heuer. They used Seiko instruments. They bought a movement from them.
Yeah, they remember the old Tag Heuer links. Those ones just, oh my god, those were so bad. Ronnie Paul probably had one in the 90s.
Yeah,
What a
but
class-
They were cool. They
That's
were cool,
where-
but in the day, they were cool. They were cool. You know, the
My
links,
sister,
they were mainly
my,
quarters.
a
my
lot of
sister
people
almost
came to
bought
the
one of
hobby from
those.
Tag. Arch, a lot of people came to the hobby from Tag, right?
Oh, exactly. A lot of people came to the hobby from. He's 100% right. Tan, these new BMWs, plastic water pumps, plastic this, plastic that. What the fuck is all the plastic from?
Yeah,
Saving weight. Saving weight. EPA.
Stud muffin, $2. I've heard Toronto people vandalize exotic cars. Have you ever had a problem, Tan?
Not in Toronto. It's interesting because when I picked up my Porsche, I told them not to put the front plate. They had a little bracket for me for the front plate. I'm like, just leave that off. And where I live in Ontario, it's illegal to drive without a front plate. And I was like, look, I have a bracket that I'm going to use. I don't want to drill the bumper. Like, I'll figure it out when I get home and stuff like that. They were like shocked that I would drive without a front plate not in Toronto. But where I live, I'm closer to the Quebec border. And in Quebec, you don't require a front plate. So you can kind of get away with it.
Oh, I see. Got you.
It's unnecessary to require a front plate.
There's only two provinces in Canada that require it. I think it's Ontario and I think BC require front plate.
How you put the front plate in a Lamborghini?
So I have a bracket that goes underneath the car that screws into like OEM pieces of the car, and you literally it's kind of a snap-on. It's a stow and show, they call it. You really just put
This
the
is
plate on.
insane.
Yeah, but you don't drill the bumper. That's the difference. If you actually see if you go to my Instagram, you see the profile picture, you'll see it kind of hangs from underneath and comes up.
I might just bring that up there. What's your Instagram? It's Hurricane Tan.
Hura.tan.
Shit. Just had. There's some sexy.
Yeah, because in theory you cannot drive it with that. I mean, you probably need to pump in, right?
No, it snaps into place. It'll hold up. Like they do this on Lambos, they do it on McLarens. It's a Canadian company that builds this little plate cover, and they do OEMs with like the McLaren dealers and Lamborghini dealers. Because people don't want to have.
Here we go. This is it. Here, look at this, guys. It is fucking beautiful.
I like that.
And when you're driving that around Toronto, aren't you bottoming out?
So it's not as, if you can see in this picture, it's not as low as you think it is, right? Like you can see the clearance.
Looks low.
This one looks low, yeah. It's the angle, guys, of the car that kind of looks low. But you know, if you saw it from that picture, like
I say that when I look fat.
This is prior to being lowered. This was before lowering. This was the clearance without lowering.
Oh my God.
100 mil.
Even that's low.
Pretty high. That's actually pretty high. This is before lowering.
Well, 100 mil in Australia is the minimum.
Like, look at that clearance. Look at the clearance right there. You could see it. It's pretty. This is lowered. Yeah, look at the clearance.
Rise and lower.
It's not bad.
It looks nicer lower.
It looks nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, look at the wheel gap. If you go to the next picture, the wheel gap is like non-existent on the car. Whereas here you can see the wheel gap in the rear. There's a lot of wheel gap in the car.
And you didn't need spacers, huh? It's just already at the right.
No, because with HREs, you can do a custom fitment so that the offset is correct, so you don't really need spacers.
It's actually funny. Citroen used to do this for years, this mechanism, right?
Used to do what?
This mechanism of raising and lowering the car.
So the car does have a, it's another thing. The car has a front lift. So when I press a button, the car can lift itself about 1.5 inches in the front to get over curbs and like speed bumps and stuff like that.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Good color as well. Perfect.
To me, it has to be Lamborghini. Has to be white, like the old white Countach.
Any car I buy has got to be white. I love them.
That's the question everyone asks me. Why didn't you get it orange? Why didn't you get it green? So like the car is already pretty like.
I think it's very classy in the white. White is a great color.
Yeah, like you don't need. This is me in I think it's a 4. It was a 355.
348.
I don't think it's a 348. I think it's a 355.
I have a question.
It is 355.
If I have opportunity to get a Countach, would you get a Countach now?
Absolutely, I would get a Countach. I love the Countach. I love the so if I were to say what the best Lamborghinis are, it's the Miura is number 1, Countach number 2, Diablo number 3.
Wow.
Countach is very difficult to drive, huh?
Yeah, so is the Diablo. They're not easy to drive. They're not meant to be easy to drive.
You're trying.
Are you thinking about replacing your Ferrari with one of those?
You should reply. I would replace an F40 for this now.
Sorry, say that again.
Archie, get a second mortgage. Buy that car.
Are you thinking about replacing your Ferrari with one of those?
No, Archie would go classic. Archie definitely would go.
How do you find the Audi tie-in? Is that better? Is the quality? Do you think the quality is good?
Yeah, like look, Audi's brought it's brought a lot of reliability to these cars. I think it's a good thing, right? You can go down and see the Porsches if you want.
Sirocco?
Yeah, mate?
Ron the Shrink sent me a message. You're no longer boring him.
I'm no longer boring him. Good God.
I love that.
Work on that again.
That was my purple GT RS.
If actually getting a Countach, Sirocco can convert that to a.
This is just whilst we're on Instagram here, guys. This is one of my other favorite channels. I love to.
The rubber lady.
Yeah, Fetish
The rubber
Diva.
lady.
She's
We still have the other one.
amazing.
Rubber.
She's just
rubber lady.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. She likes to go out with people in rubber. See.
Nice.
I would wear rubber.
Marcella would wear rubber for you, Archie. How's that? There's an offer.
Archie, Neil's asking what I think of Lotus.
Lotus.
I like the Lotus at least.
She's Japanese.
Yes, she's Japanese. That's right.
She's here.
Yeah, she's here. That's right. Yes.
Wonderful. I'm going to. Man,
He's gonna track her down. He's gonna be tracking her down.
She's really cool. I really like her. She's just really. She's actually my age, believe it or not, and she's just got a very nice. I like the rubber. She's just cool.
Rubber.
She's just very, very cool. Very cool. Cool. Guys, I want to thank
big rubber woman.
Exactly. Guys, I want to thank you guys for coming on. We're going to wrap the show up soon, but Tan, it's an honor to have you on, Tan. It's so few and far between. Ronnie Paul, it's great to have you.
I'm glad you're not beating up Ronnie Paul today. It's very upsetting.
It's great to have you, Marcelo. I got to tell you, I like having Marcelo on there. He's a positive guy. And, I fucked things up. I said a few things yesterday. I don't want to go into it too much, but, it's always good. You got Marcelo chirpy in the background. That's okay. I mean, he had his own stuff ups yesterday.
Yeah, he showed a few things yesterday, right? Showed a few
super tough loose tooth.
Loose tooth, $5. Sirocco, what do you think of Lex to Dexter? I want a sailor's perspective.
This is good.
I think Lex is just a lame idiot. Apparently, he was on someone else's stream and talking about you, Archie. So I saw in the chat earlier on today. And he had every opportunity. He's been given so many opportunities to come onto your stream and explain himself. But again, fuck him. I think as Ron the Shrink says, I think Lexadex is mirroring his own problems.
Yeah.
I was about to say that myself.
Rocco, it's great to have you on as well. And
thank you, Arch.
Doc, it's always good to have you and Ronnie Paul.
Thank
you. I don't happen to agree.
Tell people to subscribe to me. I mean, I'm
yes, please, guys.
400.
Marcelo is desperate to get some. Maybe spend the $50.
Just go ahead and buy them. Just buy them. Just
everybody else does. Just buy the bloody things.
It's like worried about getting it from the AD. Just get it off the gray market. Just
Toyota Mo, $5. Only Archie Luxury can go from talking about Lamborghinis to Fetish Diva without hesitation. Toyota Mo, I love you. She's really cool, that girl.
Well, he had some hesitation, but we shouldn't talk about that.
Tan, I want to say this to you, man. In the car world itself, there, douchebags. Do these cars attract a douchebag element? or are they more purists?
Lamborghini, what I've noticed is mostly douchebags. People don't care about, like, they're not car enthusiasts. A lot of them, a lot of the owners I've met, they just buy them to show off, right? Like, that's, which is unfortunate because there isn't as much of a car community in that brand as you would see with Ferrari or with Porsche, right? But even in like a very big car community like Porsche, you find a lot of snobbery, which is unfortunate. And yeah, I'm just there.
Tell me this: with these douchebags, do they understand they got to warm it up? They understand the process, or are people so naive?
I had a Lamborghini guy who had a Lamborghini Evo, the new Huracan, and he ran out of gas. He calls me in a frenzy at like 1 a.m. He's like, "I ran out of gas, and the jerry can, I can't put it in the gas tank." And I'm like, "Yeah, understand that it's because he uses a capless system, right? So a capless system is meant to use like an actual gas pump trigger. So it's So he's trying to put this jerry can plastic in, it's not working. So yeah, they don't really know a lot about cars, and it's unfortunate. It's a stereotype, but it's people.
So why would he ring you? Why would he ring you?
I have one, right? And I had to explain to him, well, no, like you have to use a capless funnel to actually open the to get into the fuel, open the fuel door essentially, or the little gas.
Now he couldn't just look at it and realize that. I mean, you can look at it.
Cars, right? Like he's just driving his Lambo. He doesn't know. Like Lamborghini owners rarely run out of gas. It's in the middle of the road. Like it's very strange.
Wow.
Guys, I'm going to wrap this up.
Stud Muffin before
got a super chat there, Archie.
Stud Muffin, $2. A gated shift Murcielago is my
Ed Bolian has one of those. Ed Bolian has them. They're really rare.
I thought he had a Gallardo.
Nope, he has he might have a Gallardo, but his famous car that he talks about is his gated Mercy.
ABC. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. See you tomorrow. Take care, guys. Love you.
Don't forget to sum up.
Upvote, guys.
Give it an upvote. Give it a like.
And check out Marcelo Time. Subscribe to him. He's a good guy.
Marcelo, you doing a stream later?
I think so. What do you guys think? I mean, I do.
Why not? Go ahead for a bit.
Pants are optional.
There you go. Do it. So check it out, guys. Marcelo Time. Check him out. See you later, guys.